All right. One,
Yo, you want me to
two.
reclap? Because I think we've been recording for man long.
It aligns.
33.
Yeah, no one's gonna remember that.
Yes, sir.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
Episode 31.
Episode 31 of Titles Are Overrated.
Yep.
Do you remember?
Welcome back.
Now when we
Do
fell
you
in love,
remember?
when episode 1 happened,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
because you didn't want to show up.
You showed up for the one before that, but not the one we actually released.
Yeah, and then I was like, yo, you think you want to release it anyway? And he was like, no.
Sometimes FOMO is a good thing. Sometimes a bad thing.
Wise words from Riyad.
As
Yeah, we missed your joke of the day yesterday.
As always.
Yeah, last time. Because you couldn't remember it.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to a very special episode of Titles Are Overrated.
What's up, everybody?
I am Moss. And we have our very go ahead, Ree.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I was
You have to introduce yourself.
I was gonna let you introduce yourself.
All right. What's up, everybody? What? You want to do the intro?
He already did.
I did the intro.
Oh, all right. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Riyad.
And I'm Steven. 8 hours later.
You just wanted my name.
Nah, he was like, yo, I'm Maz, and then you looked at it and you went, what?
Yeah,
My bad. I'm getting bit up out here.
Yeah.
Cause baby, like, bitch.
Yes, sir. If you're watching the video or if you listen to the audio, RF is not here, and he will be taking a hiatus.
A sabbatical.
And he'll be back. He'll be back when he's ready. But yeah, welcome back to Titles Are Overrated, episode 31, like Steven mentioned.
He couldn't handle the limelight. Everyone kept asking, what's going to be on the next episode? He's like, God damn it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Because we don't know.
Yeah. How was everybody's weekend? How was everybody's 2 weeks?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
What about you, Riyad?
Or I feel like you had the most fun out of all of us, or both of us.
Nah, it was pretty good. Pretty regular.
You didn't do anything?
You didn't go to Boston? Or
I didn't go to Boston. I thought I was going to Boston, but
Oh, I thought you went to Boston.
He doesn't know how to read a map.
I do know how to read a map, but I just,
Explain how you know how to read a map and confused 2 different locations.
Wait,
as the same location.
So you didn't go?
He went to Massachusetts.
I went to Massachusetts.
Oh.
Which Boston is in Massachusetts.
Yes.
But so
How far from Boston were you?
Well, it's drivable distance. I was 2 hours away though.
Jesus.
Wait. So did you miss the Toyota Fest?
No. It wasn't in
both locations.
Nah, yeah, it was only in where was it? What town was it?
I don't know, Greenfield or something like that. I think
it was more inland, right?
Yeah. So my plan was because I saw this thing was in Massachusetts, so I'm like, bet Boston's in Massachusetts, seafood is in Massachusetts, so we'll go out there, take the Supra out because I haven't taken it out on a ride in a while, like a long drive. And the plan was to do that and just chill out there and get some good seafood and come back. What do you mean? I was in my Supra.
You took the Supra out for the date?
I just told you I haven't taken the Supra out.
Yeah, but you're gonna eat was it a drive? Was it a drive-through?
I gotta eat. I didn't feed the Supra anything.
Are you sure?
You didn't give it jet fuel?
Actually, the Supra probably ate more gas than I ate food.
It's a gas guzzler?
Oh yeah.
Damn, you would have made some good money during that time.
What?
With the gas guzzler, they gave you money back. You switched it out.
Yeah, no, I would not do that. I'm not a sellout. That was Obama, right?
How was the food in Massachusetts?
That was Obama.
It was, yeah.
People forget about the bad things that he did.
To get rid of the gas guzzlers? he wanted you to have AC in your car.
And so do I. My dad bought this
Please tell me you got your portable AC for the car.
Yeah, kind of. So I saw it looks like these headphones, right? So they go around your neck and it's battery powered, and then you press a button and it's a fan that blows on it. I'm like, that's dope.
Please, you drove with that guy?
Well, I didn't say it was dope. I was making fun of him, to be honest with you. But then my drive was coming up and I'm like, damn, it's gonna be hot in that car. I'm like, yo, can I borrow this? So he was like, yeah, you got to charge it, but it didn't really work. But it was a nice drive.
It was just moving the hot air back into his face.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that bad. The sun wasn't that hot out. I actually had the sunroof open for a good majority of it. But
I could tell you got a tan on your head.
Yeah, did I?
I can't tell. But nice. So it was a good drive.
Damn, that was racist.
Was it?
Yeah, you like
I don't see color like Riyad.
Good, you're learning.
blackness.
You're learning.
Charlie Murphy.
Just black and white. So was it a good trip though? How was the turnout? Was
Trip?
there a lot of Toyotas there?
I mean, compared to the other ones I've been to, it was a little small, to be honest with you. But it was fun.
Size doesn't matter.
You're right. You're right. The quality of cars were pretty nice, somewhat. But there were some nice cars I haven't.
Do
never
Lexuses show
saw.
up there, even though it's a Toyota fest?
Yeah, there were actually I know the like people who took home like the best Lexus award, 2 of them.
Nice.
So they
You know them, or you just like you became friends there?
I knew them previously. They're actually one of them. He's gonna be playing at Zahita's party. He's a DJ also.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh, that's how that you guys knew before.
no, that's just a random like it's a small world type of thing. Because she was like, "Oh, DJ Rod's gonna be there," so I was like, "Oh, cool, I know him." I don't know him, but I
Oh,
like
you know
seen
of
him
him.
around.
You know,
Yeah.
but now you know him for real.
Now I know. Well,
For
yeah.
real, for real.
Yeah, now I know him for real.
What were you able to promote nostalgic mods when you were out there?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah?
I got a couple. There was this little kid.
Shout out to nostalgic mods.
I was so confused. I'm like, who pressed that?
The ghost of Arif.
Damn, Arif, invisible Arif. Maz edited him out.
For our one year special. Yeah.
Now, how many buttons you got?
9.
Like, yeah, I think it did.
I got 9 too. All right, let's do this.
Good. Let's see if you remember.
Yeah. All right, what was I talking about though?
Nostalgic mods. You were
Yeah.
did you get any
Yeah,
new
shout
clients?
out to nostalgic mods.
Yo, did you have
I
samples
lost
out?
a client because
You
he
didn't bring
just
like
left.
he just.
I
left?
did bring samples. Yeah,
Oh, you
I
could have
just-
sold those samples, right? Or they're not sellable.
So,
One of ones.
rare. Yeah, one of them. I showed them that a lot of people didn't even get to see. I was like, bro, I haven't even shown a lot of people this, but it's gonna drop
Exclusive.
soon. Exclusive. And then this kid and his dad came up and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna build it together. It's our project." And he was asking me like a bunch of tips and stuff like that because he wanted to do a motor swap out too. So I was like, "That's cool." So then I showed him the emblem. I was like, "Yeah, I make these things." And then he was like, "Oh, I think I seen you on Reddit." So I was like, "Yeah, I am." There's the post on. I feel like someone was shooting at me. Don't do that one again, dude. You're gonna have me ducking out here.
You're the pod's 50 Cent.
I don't know. I don't want to be.
I mean, you rep G Unit like nobody else on this pod.
Yeah.
Every single episode. So
I know.
We have to find the picture of you with the G Unit
The
wife
shirt.
beater.
Yeah. Oh, yo, those wife beaters were wild.
They're disgusting.
I never had a G Unit wife beater.
Yo, I've
No, I
seen,
didn't.
I've
I
seen
had-
a few
I-
motherfuckers with those shits.
I
That, yo,
had a lot of G Unit clothes, but never that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of motherfuckers.
I had
with those
one
shits.
really cool T-shirt. I regret. Well, I don't regret it because I donated it, but it was a pretty cool T-shirt. It had like the wash me like whatever handle with care. It had that printed. I think on the whole front of it, or something like that.
Wash me.
Yeah.
Wash me.
Yeah.
No, you know like the tags.
Maria's
that
walking around like
say
a fucking homeless person.
You know the tags that say like how to
Oh,
take
how to
care
properly
of your
clean
shit?
your shirt, the article of clothing.
I don't remember
Those
where
tags.
it was. It wasn't on the whole front, but it was cool. It was some shit like that.
It was a G Unit shirt though.
Yeah.
Nice. Shout
I
out
think
to
I think G Unit had the worst apparel for dudes ever.
Yo, 50 Cent is so rich, but he dresses the worst out of all the rappers I know.
Even you
How
mean
many
now?
rappers
Even
do
now.
you know?
Even
He
now.
wears suits now.
Not everywhere. Sometimes where he be on
He just wears a T-shirt.
on interview, he still wears like those back in the day fitteds, and he has like the headband still on. I don't know. 50 Cent just needs a stylist, a better stylist, I would say, because it's not like he doesn't have the money.
He's just living his life, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So at what point would you get a stylist
At what point would I get? I mean, if I was famous, I think my
if you were
team
famous?
would already give me a stylist.
I
Oh,
would-
your team.
Mhm,
you
my
you would
team.
hire a team.
Yeah, I would hire a team.
So at what point would you?
Oh, you're talking
hire a
about
team?
Riyad. Riyad's like, nah, you gotta dress a little better.
You think I'm gonna come to Riyadh? He's gonna be like, yo,
He's
I
the-
got
he's the
this
team.
unit shirt for you.
Yeah, I got.
You're gonna bring back this. You're gonna bring the style back.
He can take it from the donation box that he like some homeless guy like.
Yeah.
This is my shirt, bitch. Give it to me.
He's gonna give me a Rock Auto shirt to wear. Be like, yo, this is what you need to wear. Yeah.
Shout out to Rock Auto. They never sent me shirts, but it would be dope if they did.
Yeah. But yeah, I think once you hit if you're a celebrity, once you hit a certain level, You're supposed to get a stylist to help you dress better. I really like the Rock stylist. I think the Rock is a very stylish guy. Same thing for Kevin Hart. Pause.
But like, I don't think I would do that.
You don't think you would get a stylist if you were famous?
No, because I've seen them wear some weird ass fucking clothes too.
No. I mean, you would.
That's
yeah.
my point. Like,
Yeah.
if you grew up in the hood, I don't think you would ever get a stylist. That's why I asked you. At what point would you get?
Because
it? And
they're wearing some flamboyant
apparently your
shit.
team is getting it for you
No,
because he's like
But you
joining
have-
the NBA or something.
No,
but if it's your stylist, they're under your payroll. You could say no to a lot of the things that
At
they.
what
they
point
offer.
do you say I want a stylist on my payroll?
Whenever you get to that level of
Yeah,
celebrity.
but I'm saying, like-
if I have like 4 or 5 million followers and I'm going to events,
But if
I
you're
would
rich,
get a
like,
stylist.
what if you're rich like 50 Cent and you're like, I don't give a fuck how I look. I'm just gonna dress how I always dress.
I wouldn't necessarily do that. I would get a stylist.
Because
I mean, I think I dress well now,
think so.
professionally versus my Dragon Ball Z shirt doesn't say it out loud. I think
Yeah.
I dress well.
It cracked me up a little bit. Like I said. But that I don't know. I always see Dragon Balls and then I think Dragon
balls?
Balls.
You just think of balls?
Just think
Just balls?
he's wondering. He's like, how big are the
what
dragons'
is
balls?
that show about?
Shit.
What do I have to do to make a wish on it?
Yeah.
What is required?
How do I collect them all?
How do I get the dragon out? Oh man. But yeah, I think I would. If I had a level of celebrity.
Yeah. Why is there
and-
so many planes today?
I don't know.
Okay, continue. My bad.
No, that's all good. But yeah, I think I would get a stylist.
You would get a stylish.
Yeah, a stylist.
I don't
Right.
think I would.
No?
Nah.
I don't think so.
Like for me, I just dress too simple to be like, nah, it's not even. Like seeing the red carpet, seeing all those people, like, nah.
Yeah.
Good.
No, I'm not saying I would do all those fucking crazy nuts.
No,
but
but your
sometimes they get
stylist,
paid.
your stylist
Like-
tells you you have to.
It's on my payroll. I don't have to do anything, he says.
But what if everything your stylist says you
But
What
the,
if-
guy,
yeah.
the things
wear,
that, so what you
that's
guys are talking
trending?
about when they wear those crazy outfits, usually the brand is paying them to wear it. So that's why some of them actually do, like Dwayne Wade and all those guys when they go out to red carpet events. I'm just using Dwayne Wade as an example because I'm sure that's relatable. The basketball player.
I know. I just confused The Rock and him.
Oh yeah, no, that's Dwayne Johnson. But
no,
I see
no,
what
I
you
know,
mean.
I know.
Yeah, so they sometimes, like when I used to work for Prada, we paid Madonna to wear our dresses. So she got paid to wear our shit no matter where she went.
So would you get paid to wear some shit?
It would depend what it is. I would have to agree to like wear it. But if they're like, yo, we'll give you $500,000 to put the shit on, I would be like, all right, that's an easy $500,000.
What if it's ugly?
It's $500, $500,000.
So yes.
I would do it. Yeah, if I get a check for $500,000 just to wear something at a red
But it-
carpet event, I would do it
Mm.
What if that's how you got rich?
by wearing. But I mean, they
By
have. I would
wearing
have.
ugly
To, I would
shit.
have
like
to,
little Nas X is like, yo, wear my fucking outfits for me.
Nah, like I said, if it's questionable, I'm not doing it. Yeah, yeah. Like
what about
like, what's his
Kanye?
name?
What about Kanye?
Jack Harlow had a really fly. I think it was Dolce and Gabbana suit. I mean, he wasn't wearing anything underneath it. My man was just like,
He was free
just a-
balling.
yeah, he had no shirt on, no nothing. Just
The
a-
Dragon
just a-
Ball
the
Z
suit. I thought that
status?
suit was really, really nice. Yeah. So and he got paid for it. I'm sure he didn't just buy it
What
himself.
about Kanye's line?
Yeah, Yeezys. Yeah.
I
don't
think
think
Yeezy,
Yeezy has
Yeezy
any.
has made nothing
Not
that I was
Yeezys.
like, yo,
Have you
I
seen
wanna.
his like shirts?
Yo,
and shit?
their hoodies.
That was
yeah,
like
hoodies.
that was a insect or a bat or some
It-
weird.
It's a
it's
moth.
not a bad. It's
It was a giant. It was a giant moth.
Yeah, it was giant. That's the only thing I'll agree on.
Yeah. But Yeezy hoodies, like I've never purchased one, but I knew someone that had it, and I felt the quality. Yo, and it's heavy. Like it's probably.
but
one
it
of-
wasn't worth the price.
No, I would never pay for that myself. But I felt the quality and I felt the weight of it. It's weighted garments, so it feels nice and it keeps you warm.
It's like Piccolo, like he's training.
Yes, yeah, like Piccolo
It's like
or,
it's
or
anime
Goku's,
season.
Goku's clothes. Yeah, when he used to train. Yeah. How do we get on this tangent off of just a stylist?
Oh,
his
Riyad
weekend.
wanted a stylist.
Yeah, you wanted to style me,
My
right?
bad. No.
So what would you change about my outfit if you were my stylist?
Ooh.
Mm.
Just a Dragon Ball Z shirt
Okay. So what would you replace it with?
and the cap.
What would you replace the cap and the shirt with?
I don't know.
We'll give you Baldy.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna shave my head?
I'm gonna shave your head. I think that we should. have
The
done
shiny
that.
boys.
Shiny boys? Look like Piccolo more? Okay.
And the shirt.
Yo, did you at the car show? Did you win anything?
I did not win anything.
Damn,
Mm.
But like I said,
you come
these
close.
things are not for trophies. I did. I mean, I think I
I
did.
mean, you said it.
A couple people were like, "Yo, I think you're gonna win," before the awards. But
So you don't have to
I
enter
did it.
in any competition. It's just they walk
No,
around.
no. But when
What is it?
you go in, then you could be a spectator, which is cheaper. That's just like if you pulled up in your Accord, you don't want people to be looking at your Accord, right?
Yeah.
So you just go in another parking lot and you come and look at the show. Or if you want to park in the lot, it was like a big field. They were like racing horses in there and shit there. Like that's what they do at that field.
Yeah.
So they basically just had cars out there by like a barn and shit.
And that's where they go to rate the cars, which is different
Well,
from
they don't
spectating.
rate the cars. But you just park the cars and you walk around and you see the show. But I guess there's some people that walk around and they're just like looking at shit. But
You have to leave all the doors open?
No. You don't. You do whatever you want. I left the hood open and then I closed the doors and that's it. But you could some like I'll
All
show
you
you
ask
some
because every
pictures.
time I seen pictures, is like they have everything open, like the
Open,
trunk and
yeah.
everything.
No, it's not rating it
They
like
they
that.
even show like there's a sign that says my AC works.
I mean, Maz's I could get it to say anything. I could say my car flies.
I got you. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
So
I just
what
wanted
place
to-
did you get?
Huh?
What place did you get?
I didn't get any trophies. I didn't get anything.
Okay. So, so do they introduce themselves as the judges? Like, hey, I'm here to judge your car, or no?
No, I wasn't standing.
I'm
by
only
my-
asking because I'm ignorant. I've never been to.
I mean, I invited you, but you.
Oh.
I know I couldn't go. I appreciate the invite though.
Nah, last time I read a post. It was like, yo,
He can
once
only
you
he can
ask
only,
once.
he can only stay in the safety cities, and Boston ain't it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they would
Word.
deport him real quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back to
outta here.
Canada.
Back to Canada.
They're like, oh, you like Drake? Get the fuck out
Get the
of here.
fuck out of here.
Nah, it was dope though. Yeah. So you go in, you set up your car, you lock it up, or whatever, and then you just walk around and see the show.
Mm.
And I guess at some point before they rate it, obviously they walk around the whole show. And I wasn't there. I wasn't by my car. I was like walking around the show. I was
Gotcha.
eating. I was sitting by. I rolled up with two other people.
You just went there to hang.
You rolling
Got it.
deep?
Not that deep, just with two other people. But
Pause.
one of them was my friends from from high school. Well, he wasn't really my friend, but I just knew him.
Is he the guy who kicked you out of the school that one time when you cut class?
No.
He's no longer
We
your
never
friend?
really talked but I just knew he was a car guy,
Okay.
and that's it. He was in the auto shop, but we met like at random places because we're both Toyota heads. He actually works on like old Toyotas, so he has probably like 10 cars. So he has like a 4Runner, Soarer, which is, if I didn't have a Supra, I would get a Soarer, which is like a right-hand drive SC. It was the SC over here, the Lexus.
Mhm.
So we rolled up with that and 80 or 79 Cressida. Just
Nice.
old ass
No
car.
idea what that one is, but sounds cool.
Yeah, just some old Toyotas.
You guys went drag racing or anything like that?
Nah, I don't.
Any
do
drifting?
Nah, I don't do that.
Speaking of drifting, Netflix just released all the Fast and
Netflix.
Furiouses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
really?
It's
Yeah,
being
from 1 to
advertised to me
I heard you have
1
to
to
watch
5.
it backwards.
From
That's the
5 to
real
1.
order.
to understand everything.
That's a mosquito right there.
No, that's not a mosquito.
I still think 3 is like
3
top tier.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift.
It's different, but it's good. It's very good.
I like the one where Dom is not in it. I think it's just the second one.
That's fucked
Where-
up. Dom's in all of them.
Where's Brian? No, it was just Brian and Tyrese.
He came at the end of it.
Yeah.
He was in the very last scene.
He was?
Mhm.
Yeah, he did the last race. He came in his muscle car,
No, I thought that was in Tokyo Drift.
right? Oh no, was that
Tokyo Drift, he shows up, but
Yeah. it's-
also in
he doesn't show up in the
2,
second one. That's
Oh.
what Eva, whatever her name is, in there.
Eva Mendes.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
That was the Skyline.
Yeah, that's the
It
one
was
without the Dom.
Skyline.
What is a Skyline?
What is a Skyline?
Yeah.
Fucking ludicrous.
Nice.
But yeah, they had some dope cars out there. They had some. Yeah, I might look at the pictures, but they had horses out there.
Did you race the horse?
That's how they tested horsepower.
Yeah. Jump on that motherfucker.
So how about you?
Oh,
How was
man.
your weekend?
My weekend was quiet, man. I didn't really do much this weekend. Just stayed at home mostly. I got invited to this trip, but I couldn't make it.
Because you
But
were
yeah.
home.
Yeah, I had a little man. So
Why'd you get him a car seat?
I don't want to take him all the way out because he was going from Sunday to Monday, right? Friday. Where were you going? Saturday morning? No, Saturday night to Monday, or Sunday to Monday?
Me, no. We left out Sunday morning, like 8:30 in the morning, and I left this morning at like 12 o'clock when I checked out the hotel.
Yeah.
I could have came back Sunday. Honestly, it was a really good drive. It was only like 3 hours, but there was no traffic the whole way. It wasn't hot.
Yeah.
So we were chilling.
And I missed
So
out on 2 invites. Eugene also invited me on this fishing trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pulled them Oz, as we always say.
I pulled them
Damn.
Oz. Yeah.
You could have
on
taken a picture
Saturday.
with the
You're bringing that back.
catching
catching
a
a
fish.
fish. I know.
And put on your hinge.
Yeah, he told me. He told me.
I just realized what Steven is saying.
He,
Oh man. Yeah, I missed that opportunity to hold a fish.
He told me he was gonna be on a boat. He said to come out. I was
Boats and hose.
Boats and hose.
I was like, you're going to Toyota Fest on a boat? He's like, yo, come out on Sunday. I was like, you're going to Toyota Fest on a boat? He was like, okay. I was like, I guess that then.
So
But yeah, it looked dope out there.
Yeah,
He told me he had like, I don't know if he was fucking with me, but he told me he got 5 fish.
That doesn't surprise me. He's white.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, cool, dude.
Impressive white man.
I was like, I don't know if that's
Should've got
average,
6.
if that's
Yeah.
normal. Damn, actually, I don't think I even replied to him.
Oh, you left him on
That's
red?
probably
That's
like
fucked up.
Damn,
that
that's a
is
Drake
messed
move
up.
right
Yeah,
there.
that is a Drake move right there.
Damn, I
red.
gotta stop hanging out with Mars.
Well, what would you do this weekend?
I think I
Work?
worked.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it.
Nice. Yeah. So this episode is special. Well, it's special to, I guess, me and Steven, not Riyad, which he emphasized right before
Wait,
we
I didn't
started.
even finish. I was gonna say that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you little bitch. I was gonna say that I had to drive because I have no music in the Supra, so I had to drive
Disgusting.
up for 3 hours with no music. And I was thinking when
That's torture.
because it's not torture. You should be able to sit with yourself for 3 hours.
That's
Sure.
not sin. It's just
That's just I like
It's
music.
just vibing. But can you live without it?
Without music,
Not live without it. Just drive for 3 hours without it. If let's say your radio was like insert password and you didn't know the password.
Yeah, if I didn't have a choice, then yes. But would I personally choose to be without music for 3 hours on a drive? No.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you're right. I didn't choose it.
Yeah.
It chose me.
It chose you.
But there was music.
How'd you get music?
he told his friend to blast his music. He's like, yo, can you put the volume a little
He bought
louder?
a portable speaker.
Yeah, and then we just drove alongside each other.
I used to do that. But that was like in the Humvees. We used to
Mhm.
bring portable speakers and just blast music.
Oh, that's sick.
So what I'll do
It's not that sick.
No?
yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's hard to hear.
Oh, hey, that's dangerous.
The whole time you're like, yo, what was that sound?
What I'll do in the Supra is I'll play music and I'll just put this under the headrest, so it's just right here if I'm on a call, and then that's it, just blasting my music. But I couldn't do this here because I couldn't charge my phone, so I had to preserve the battery. Because I didn't want to go to the show with the low battery, and I didn't know if they had outlets and all that.
Why'd you
But it held up.
take the system out of the Supra? Because of weight?
It's too heavy.
No, I just never had a system in that one.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Like the
Nah,
car's
yeah.
barely making it. So
Wait,
it's like
what-
the
what-
weight of the system.
The
is just
Acura had the system.
Yeah,
That's
one
where I was
had a
getting
system.
confused. My bad.
The
What were you
other
saying?
Supra had a system too, but
Yeah.
I wasn't really saying.
Are you done? Can I continue? Or is there something you want to add?
now that you mention it,
now that you thought about it.
Yeah, I still don't understand like the point of like really loud systems where it's
Mhm.
like even when you're inside, you're like, yo, you can't hear shit.
Yeah.
shut your mouth. You had a sub in your car,
I did, but I was
and you
like,
used to blast that shit.
yeah, but it
even
was like,
without
but it
the-
was like I bought that shit from Pep Boys.
That's the problem.
It was the
You
one that
had
lights
whack
up.
music.
It's the one that was like all in one, and it was like, yo, that's all I can afford.
I
And yeah.
never had loud music in my car. I had a 10-inch,
Yeah, you had a
but it
10
sounded
sub.
good. I want to put
Yeah,
music
I
No,
had a-
but I mean like
L7.
people who like that like
that
it-
compete.
I don't know about compete. I don't know the purpose of it. I just know it's like that's just dumb loud, and I can't hear anything anyway. So it's like,
But you can feel it.
why would I want to feel it?
You feel the music.
No,
It's like the next
Feel the
level to
vibes.
loving music.
Yeah, I don't mind a loud system. Like I wouldn't
I
sit
like I
in it
want
purposely.
I would prefer clarity over like
Loud?
loudness.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. You know
Like
who
it-
was a
yeah.
But what if it's clear and loud? That's what they try to go after.
Yeah.
That's what I would go after.
Chris's Infinity is like that. It's loud and clear at the same time. His whole back seat
Right,
is
shout out
a
to Chris,
bunch of
Chris
speakers.
Cobb Bass.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, I love music, but I don't think I.
He has
love
a
it that much.
4-seater car.
And the whole
but only
back
2
seat is
people can
speakers.
sit in it,
Yeah,
and you can't rest your back because there's
it's
subs back
speakers.
there.
Yeah, it shakes. It
Seems
shakes
a
like your
pointless-
hair, your
pointless thing to
body.
have.
Huh?
Seems pointless to have.
Well,
He gets booked for like weddings and stuff now, right?
there you go.
Yeah, I think he uses it as a
It's-
business.
I
What are
mean,
you
it's-
doing with your back seats?
Making way more money.
Yeah, booked.
Whatever that is.
You
Guarantee it.
getting booked.
Yeah.
Getting booked for
Any more Any other topics you want to bring on?
Yeah, I actually there weren't a lot of Supras out there. I was surprised there weren't any Mark IV Supras.
It's a dying breed.
Maybe.
Maybe they went to the wrong location.
Nah, you like
Maybe they went to Boston. But
nah,
nah,
but you said it's hard to get like just regular parts now, right? Like it's almost impossible.
no, but I see I don't know. I see
Why
Mark
did he
IV
get so
Supra-
mad?
You see Mark IV Supras everywhere. Like if you keep driving down this, or if there's a car show out here in New York, then you'll see a lot of them. So, and then when we were in Florida, you would see like they would have a whole line of them. So, as soon as I got in, because I rolled with 3 people, they were like, so we were trying to park together, and they were like, "Oh, you with the Supra?" They made my friend in front stop, and he was like, come around," and I was like, I couldn't hear him because of my car. So then he walked up to the car, and then he was like, all the Supras are parked all the way in the back by the barn because chill. Um, so I had to go park back there. But there were only 3 Mark III Supras, um, 1 Mark II, which is the Celica Supra, the one earlier than mine. Are you enjoying my car podcast?
I am. I wish this is what we've been trying to get you to do
Yeah,
for a year now.
But like the Celica one, like did it look nicer than yours?
Was there
the
any?
Celica Supra? It was clean. I'm not gonna lie. It
No,
was a
but-
girl driving it, so shout out to that.
Was
But,
there any car that you were envious of? Where you're like,
No,
I might lose this one
I might lose this one. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
because you went in the competition.
I don't go to the car shows to try to get trophies.
No, I know,
just
but
go
for,
there to see the.
for this one, were you ever nervous about like, hey, this Supra looks better than mine, or were you
Oh
just?
no! For the Mark III Supras, mine was definitely the nicest one. Even the other guy that was parked right next to me, he's like, "Yo, I think you're gonna get the best Supra."
You ever
Right.
think about
What
getting
got
the
it?
white rims?
Talk your shit.
White rims. I had white rims in Florida for a little bit.
I think
put
red
on
cars
my-
with white rims always look nice.
I didn't really like it, but I had my friend's TJ's.
If you had a stylist,
Shout
you
out
would.
to TJ. He's what?
TJ,
If you had a
the
stylist,
photographer.
For your
Yeah,
car.
TJ's cam. But I had his wheels on my car for a little bit. Some worky. I don't even know what kind of works they were, but they were white. They
Nice.
look pretty dope. I didn't like it though. I do like white. I would probably get a different style like Rego Masters, which there's like old 90s 5-spoke wheels, but they're white.
Yeah,
Oh,
thick
the 5
ones, right?
spokes. Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah.
You should get gold BBSs, like in paid in full.
Huh?
The gold
Gold?
BBSs.
Oh yeah, BBSs are nice.
Yeah. All right.
One day. And the other kid. He was interesting. He was
What made him interesting?
Wait, the guy you're rolling with is a
he
questionable.
reminded me of
Questionable
no,
character.
he was with his girl. They were both like 20 years old maybe. But his girl was, I think she was his girl. She was a farmer, I think, or
Nice.
she lived
Wait.
on a farm. And he looked
Was it
like
was it
Dwight
there, was it her
Schrute.
barn?
Huh?
Was it her barn?
No, but I was explaining to, because the Supra was his first car, so he wanted to do a swap also. So then he was asking me like what he should do on the Supra and stuff like that. So I told him like, hey, there's if you could do the work yourself and you have the know-how, then you'll save a lot of money than paying a shop to do it, and you'll gain the knowledge, right? So then he wanted to do the rear subframe like the bushing, so you have to press. You need a press, which is like you need a big machine to do it. So I was like, that you probably take it to a shop. So then his girl, she didn't say nothing in this whole conversation. She's like, well, we got that at the barn. So I was like, what? So then she was like, yeah. She was like, I don't know much about cars, but I know a lot about diesel tractors. And she's like, anything diesel, anything tractors pre 1930 something,
An auger?
I know all about it.
She knew about the augers? Like in the episode of The
Yeah, I
Office?
remember. I was like, what are you talking about? She said 1840, and I'm like, what the hell is a 1840? I was like, that's probably like a model, and I'm like, oh, okay,
It's the
well.
wheels, right?
So then I asked her what and yeah, I was like, is it a measurement? So then I was like, what does that run on? Like gasoline still? She's like, no, we gotta get some type of special oil. She was like, it was made in 1840. I was like, whoa. She's like, my grandpa makes me work on it. We can't really drive it anymore, only recreational.
Oh, they're
We
Amish?
can't use it as a tractor with the new
Amish.
gas because they converted it over to use modern fuel. But whatever they were mining before, they had to use,
That's pretty
which
dope.
is crazy,
Damn, 1840 is kind of wild.
right? They were building like some crazy shit back then. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Would you look at
Imagine this
Would you-
was.
Would you
Imagine
look
this
in
was
that?
the 1840s. We wouldn't have microphones.
that? Was that tractor made by Toyota?
I don't know. I didn't ask her,
Mm.
Damn.
but it could have been.
Well, you're in the wrong place, honey. Just gotta say there.
Wrong place, honey.
And then it was funny because well, two things were funny. He had a weird character. He reminded me like Dwight and Mose.
Okay.
So, but he was like
Wait, Moses is his girlfriend, or he's Dwight
no.
and Mose at the same time?
No, no, at the same time.
Perfect. Okay.
Like if they had a kid. But he kept. I'm trying to remember the slang he was using, but it was obvious that he didn't say that on a normal basis. But he was, oh, that's dope. So imagine a white kid with like, he's like, he wasn't bald, but he had like a very long hair up to his shoulders,
Like mullet.
like a mullet.
Mm-hmm.
Like a mullet, or was it a mullet? Because these are very important details.
It was a mullet, but it wasn't thick.
Stylish.
It didn't have.
He didn't have the Joe Dirt.
No, it didn't have volume.
Yo, that's actually back in style now.
I mean, it comes back in phases.
Do it.
You want me to get a mullet? I got you.
You heard it here first, everyone.
That he's gonna get a mullet. Yuck.
Mm-hmm.
Steven thinks it's yuck, as usual.
I've always thought mullets
Mullets
were
were yuck.
disgusting.
Dude, business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah. It's still disgusting.
It's like, oh, that guy's a businessman. As he's walking away down the block, he turns around. He's like,
that man's a
"Man,
partier."
That guy's a partier.
Yo, why are you looking at another man's back?
No, maybe
Hey,
he
yo.
forgot something. Like he dropped
Pause.
his keys or something. I don't fucking know.
He dropped his keys.
And you know what kind of car he drives?
What car?
An
A
El
Toyota?
Camino. You know what El Camino is?
Yes, that's the little weird hatchback without the back.
Oh, that's what High drove in that 70s show.
Yo, why are these bugs suiciding on me right now? This is the second one that fucking
Same thing.
came on me.
Yo, we're
Oh,
outside.
fellow
already.
terrorist. That's what they said.
Huh?
Fellow terrorist.
Oh shit! Let me fly into.
Taste your own medicine.
Ay, ay, ay.
They're like they're like attack. Like, and none of them are coming back. They're just dying.
All right, so tell us why it's a special episode, Maz.
Oh,
Oh wait,
what?
I'm not
only
finished.
if he's finished.
I'm not finished.
Oh, my bad.
He also,
Yo.
you know,
How do you say that's dope?
30 minutes.
How do you say that was dope?
like if he would be like, "Oh, how'd you do that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's dope," and I'm like, "Okay," and then he just kept saying it. Like it was cool. He said it once, but he just kept saying it. So then he asked me about. He's like, "I just need to know how to fix this leak on my car," and then I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I need help." So I was like, "Where's it leaking from?" He's like, "It's coolant." So I'm like, "Oh, you just got to look for the coolant leak and fix it. It's an easy problem." He's like, "No, it's leaking from the overflow tank. If it's leaking from the overflow tank, common problem on the Supras is the blown head gasket."
Oh,
So I didn't know how to break it to him, but that's pretty pricey. I'm like, I don't want to be the
broke
bearer
him
of
in?
bad news, but no, I didn't break him.
Pause.
I was just like, I would like Google that.
Google
There's
it.
a-
Google that. Damn, you didn't even try to help him?
You're not a real
No,
friend. You got
No,
to.
I had told him how to. I told him how to figure out if it's real. I was like, go to AutoZone, because he told the reason I started talking to him. He was talking to the other dude who he drifts his Supra, or he's building it to drift it.
I didn't like that hand motion you just did.
Well, if you knew how to drift, then you would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you just be like all day.
All
Just
day.
all day.
Tired, just go
that-
again.
is that
Just
how you
keep
drift?
going. I don't drift, so I don't know.
He's not DK.
Drift King.
But so he has a blown head gasket, basically. I broke it to him. I told him how to figure it out. And he said he goes to the racetracks. That's how I first started talking to him. He's like, I go to Thompson. He was telling the other guy, and I race at Thompson too sometimes.
He's from New York though, like the
No,
city?
he's from Connecticut.
Oh,
No, they were all from
Connecticut's a
like
weird
Rhode
place.
Island or Connecticut or wherever. Yeah, I don't know. But he said he went to Thompson, so I was talking to him about that, and I was like, do you have racing brake fluid? And he was like, no, I don't do anything. I just take the car out there, which is very dangerous. If you're going to the track, get racing brake fluid. If you don't do anything else, get it, because it'll overheat, it'll boil, and then all of a sudden you got no brakes. And you
I was
go
reading
100
that's a
miles an hour.
myth to buy braking fluid. Racing fluids.
I mean, if you don't get it to the boiling temperature, then you're good. But
Gotta be riding dirty, you know?
no, you're gonna be riding. I don't know.
Gotta be
Nothing.
riding at all.
You're gonna be riding nothing exactly.
You can be shotgunning.
Shotgunning. Okay, that's it. That's all I have.
Are you sure?
Thank you.
That was a special
Do
segment
you guys have any
by
questions?
Riyad.
Thank you,
No.
thank you.
Well, I think we'll hold the questions to the end.
Yeah.
I do have questions.
We'll
Oh, and the car that you asked if one got away, there was a Coupe 4Runner, which I didn't even know they made, but that was amazing. That's a car that Grandpa used
a
to drive.
Coupe 4Runner?
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Was that imported?
I don't know.
No, I think it was a limited edition. I've seen them before. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird because it looks mad weird. It was like a weird Bronco.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of.
I know they made a 2-door Raptor, and that shit looks nice.
Yeah, just a Toyota Festa. There won't be a
No,
Raptor
I
here.
know.
You're
Clever
such
little
you're
girl.
you're such a music guy.
You're right.
I call myself a car guy. Do you
You're
call
right.
yourself a music guy?
No,
What,
I
what
don't-
kind of
I've
guy do
never-
you call yourself?
I just call myself a regular guy.
You call
regular-
yourself a regular
he's a
guy.
guy's
If someone
guy.
asks you what
Regular's
your
Joe.
hobbies are, what you're into, you're like, nah, I'm just a regular
I'm
guy.
He's a
regular guy.
guy's guy.
Just
I'm a pretty
regular-
boring guy.
You're pretty. You think you're pretty and a boring guy.
I don't think I'm pretty.
Oh,
I'm
you're just
pretty
pretty boring.
Pretty
I'm
wicked.
handsome. I'll give you that, but I'm not pretty.
He'll give you that because you said that he was handsome.
Yeah, you
when,
did.
when did I say
You just
that?
called me
Just now.
pretty just a little while ago.
No, I
You
didn't
call
say
him
it's pretty.
pretty.
I
Thank
was just asking.
Thank you,
You
Riyad.
said it.
Yeah.
What about you?
What about me? What?
What kind of guy do you? If someone like
Well,
introduces,
I don't.
are you a plant guy? You
No, I just
plant
like.
poppy?
I'm like, yo, I like to take naps.
Yeah, you do say that a lot. I'm the nap guy.
Yeah.
The nap guy.
Like, oh,
I mean, I like to
wh-
take naps too.
Where's
you,
the nearest nap
so,
pod?
so you, if somebody was to describe you, or if you would like to be
If
described,
a car guy sees another car guy, they'd be like, "Yo, are you a car guy?" That's it. And
Mm.
they'd be like, "Yeah, I just like lingo, I guess."
So do
Yeah.
you introduce yourself to new people? Like, hey, I'm Riyad, the car guy.
No,
No.
I'm just saying. But if they say something like that, might spark that. Like,
Oh, spark plug,
I
see?
just
Ooh.
See,
Huh?
nice.
Yo, gunshot, man.
wait. What?
When you were like, oh, what
What
sparks?
sparks between
When you
the
like,
two?
I just got new spark plugs.
Yeah,
Dude,
when two of
change
when,
that.
when two guys got together and the sparks
Yeah.
happen, you,
I
start-
did not say any of
Yeah,
that.
you were
What are
like, yo, we start-
talking
you,
about?
you get close.
Yeah. You just get
And-
toast.
And then
You guys are bugging. You guys, that was a
You
dream.
know what I used to say?
Yeah, remember Arf was
that
talking
was a
about
dream.
that. You remember how Arf was talking about like controlling your dreams? I think you guys have been controlling your dreams. Then.
You know what I used to-
You're
you know what I used to do when I-
imagining
when
shit.
Those
I
are
was-
literally your words.
I used to like when like because like when you're younger, like it's rare that your friend has a car. So I used to like purposely park on the opposite side of the street when they had a car, and I would take my car and hit the bumper to touch. And I'm like, yo, they're like, what are you doing? I'm just like, I'm just kissing your car. And they would like panic because they had newer cars.
This motherfucker. We used to play. We used to play. Well, I didn't want to play, but this guy came up. Like, luckily, we had the Legacy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So luckily, we were driving a hoopty. Then this was before I had the Supra.
Okay.
So before you had a car.
Before I had a car.
Before
but
the
I had
Montana?
my driver's license.
Yeah.
No, we had the Legacy and the Monty.
Yeah, but you weren't driving the Monte
Don't
yet.
put the government out there, dude.
The Montana.
Yeah. Shut your mouth.
He was driving a soccer mom's car. Continue.
No. No.
He said
it could be
no.
a Monte Carlo. Dude, no, shout out to the. It was a trend.
but-
First of all, it's a trend. I'm not
I'm not
ashamed of
hating
it.
on it. I love the Montana. We had mad
Yeah, but these
memories.
motherfuckers never wanted to change the brakes. You guys were fucking wilding.
What do you mean? It's
You-
not that we didn't want to change the brakes. There were just some other problem. And that car
those
was
brakes
just
were
designed.
dangerous.
Yo, my best memory of that car was when we went to Dorney Park together.
I
with
don't
the whole
remember
crew.
that.
I know you don't remember that, but that was my best memory in the Monty.
Rhea wasn't there.
If you asked me if I went to Doherty Park, I'd be like, I think when I was a kid. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, technically we were kids. We were like what, 19 at the time, probably.
I don't remember.
I know
going
you
to
don't
Doherty
remember.
Park with
It's
you.
okay, Riyad. I get it.
I've never
Continue.
been to Doherty Park with you.
Continue.
Rhea,
You've never
you
been to
used
Dorney
me.
Park.
You probably used me for my van.
we got
I
bullied.
probably waited
Rhea-
in the parking
Ma-
lot.
Mullet Maz was here.
He's like, wait
Mullet
for
Maz.
us when we
Mullet-
get out. Have warm
Oh.
towels.
That was
Have-
your original name, Mullet Maz, and then you were
Mullet
like,
Maz.
Have
yo,
my towel roll
change it to
ready.
the bullet.
The M, put a B in there.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Mullet. Mullet. Mullet.
Anyway, the story is basically we were all driving like in a little carpool, and then I was like, boom. And I would hit the
bumped
car.
This guy
Wow.
hit my car. And I didn't know what to do because my parents told me when someone hits your car, I just got my license. He's like, when someone hits your car, you got to get their
Yeah,
insurance.
he wasn't sure what was
information
happening.
and their ID.
So-
Wait, you didn't know he was behind you?
I did. We were going the same place.
It
We
just-
were
I-
parking
and I
together,
was just like,
and then he hit me.
at a red light.
No, boop boop everywhere,
Yeah.
everywhere.
I never want you to say boo boo ever
boop,
again.
boop boop. That should be. That
Yo,
should
but
be
you know
a
what's
bar-
hilarious? Because like, RF already knew the
Did you know it was
That's
there?
no, that's a
Yeah.
sensitive button.
RF already knew the game, so like we would do it to his Accord, and
Oh,
then when he
yeah.
got the Civic, and then he did it to me one time. I wasn't even ready for it. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he hit him mad hard. But thank God we don't do that anymore.
I mean, it's all right. That's what bumpers are for as well.
I'll bring
Yeah.
it back.
You can bring it back.
You'll bring it back.
We'll bring it back.
You
Yo,
guys
who's the one
when
that who put the car in reverse?
put it in reverse?
Someone put the car in reverse on me one time. I was like, poop, and then just like poop. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, that was probably me. But the Monty had a push bar though. That would have fucked your shit up.
Yeah, but that was in the front.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I didn't care either.
Revenge, bitch. I'll push him down the street.
Nice.
Dude, now that you're talking about that, Steven tried to teach me how to drive stick. He's the first, like, before I went to buy my Supra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, just get in. He was like, but what do I do? I was like, yo, just gotta figure it out.
I was like, dude, I want to buy a Supra, but I don't know how to drive stick, so can you teach me? He had a S13, 240 SX Nissan. So, and it was stick shift. So he's like, yeah, cool, get in. First of all, he takes me to the narrowest fucking street. Like the street is as wide as the freaking car.
Mhm.
And there's cars parked all along this side, and then there's a curve right on this side.
Okay. Best
And
place
it's
to
a
learn.
one-way. And this guy is just like, oh, you just gotta pull out the clutch, pop in the gas, and that's it. And to the whole like 20 or 30 minutes, it's just like this,
Jerking back and
stalling.
forth.
You gotta feel it.
You just you gotta feel it. That's what he kept saying. You gotta feel it.
You gotta feel it when it engages.
You gotta feel it.
You gotta feel it. You gotta play with that tranny. You know.
So I left, not knowing how to drive stick that night. Maybe Steven's clutch a little burnt, but yeah.
Yeah, I learned how to drive stick.
At least you got the memory.
Yeah, my stepdad was like, "Yo, just buy a car," and I was like, "All right." And I bought the car somewhere in Elmhurst. I had to drive it to like Belrose.
Yeah.
So I drove, and I was like, all right, I can get down the streets because like whatever you stall out, you just kind of like guide it and whatever. Stalled out on the Grand Central, right where the Grand Central splits to go to Jackie Robinson and then back like to like by your house. And then like I stalled out right there because all the cars stopped. I was like, oh shit. Put the thing in like neutral, like I was trying to glide, and then the traffic picked up. So I'm like, this is probably like third gear, right? So I'm like, I guess it and put it in third gear, and it was not where it needed to go.
Damn.
I was like, ugh. But like on the highway, like cars are still going.
Yeah.
And then when you stall out, like you gotta go full.
Wait, you stalled on the highway?
Yeah.
I stalled on the highway too.
Cause like I
Traffic.
thought I thought it was in third gear. Like I thought I should be in third gear, but I was going much slower.
Oh, you were in traffic.
Yeah. This is the first time I drove the car on the highway.
That sucks.
That was stick shift.
I think that's what you have to do. I bought my first manual car and I didn't know how to drive. We bought it on Sunday. I had to go to work on Monday. I stalled all the way there.
Wait, your Civic or was your
My
first
Civic.
manual car?
Yeah,
Damn,
Civic.
that's a shame.
And why is that a shame?
That you got rid of it.
Oh yeah.
And that was your only
I
manual
feel like you're
car?
like a mini hoarder right now.
A mini hoarder.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Everything. Anytime someone gets rid of anything, you like to shame. Like you should have kept it.
That's a classic. No, I was really saying it's a shame that that's the only stick shift car that he's owned.
Yeah.
Honda Civic.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
but I've
no
driven
offense.
other stick cars.
I feel like manuals are. I'm not even like I don't even want a manual car anymore. I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
I might get one.
I don't feel like that.
Yeah, I
Just to
mean,
get one. I
mean, I would get a car that drove itself, and I'd be on cruise control with even in this, which is nice. But
I don't feel like more of a man because I like chose.
I don't think it's about more.
yeah, I
being
don't
a
drive
man,
stick to
just to be
feel
a man.
more of a man.
I get what you
Yeah.
say. Like I don't feel that way. I was like, to me, it's just a level of convenience. Like
Yeah. No, in traffic, manual sucks. I agree. You always have to have your
I'm
foot
just
on the
like,
clutch. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you
even like
don't know how to
traffic to begin
drive,
with.
then that's a factor. But you could drive. I feel like driving manual in traffic is easier because I play a little game where I try to keep a couple like car distances from the car in front of me, and then I'll just ride one gear. Like I'll leave it in third, and I'll be like, because you could engine brake now. So when you get off the gas, I'm really only pressing the gas pedal. That's my game. Like try not to press the brake pedal at all. So I'm just literally coasting there, pressing the gas pedal.
that's not really easier
Yeah, but you're more. I mean,
by definition.
I guess, but you're more engaged in driving. And I feel like you have way more control of the car. Like I'll drive in automatic, and I'll just feel like it's a little bit sloppy, especially going into turns.
That's the reason why I'm like the laziness. Like it's like I don't want to think. Like
You don't want to think.
my day is already riddled with everything.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's because I enjoy driving. Do you not? Do you not enjoy driving?
I mean, at one point I did, and it just became something.
Like when I was driving back from the trip, I didn't mind. Like it was it was relaxing to just go on a long trip. You know,
No,
you don't know.
driving long distances is not fun anymore. I don't think it was ever fun for me.
I didn't hit traffic, which is very rare, like at all.
Yeah, like doing the trips from North Carolina to New York that many times. I'm like, at one point I was like, yo, I can do that shit with myself. Like, I think I was leaving New York at 2 in the morning, and I was just like hauling ass until I got there and went straight into like formation, and that was kind of whatever. And then everything got weird once I had kids, because now the fucking a 45-minute drive now becomes like more of a hassle. I don't know why I said hassle that way. Hassle.
Hassle.
And then it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Like I remember try to go. I forgot to like one of your cousin's stuff, and like the kids vomited everywhere. I was like, we're going back home. Like I'm not whatever the fuck this was. Don't care. Like
Damn.
they were just like, "Woof," and I was like, and I gotta smell vomit, and the smell of vomit makes me want to vomit. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're going home. I'm done. And then like the other like, and when they get sick, is like, meh, it just ruins everything. So I was like, you know what, driving is not even that special anymore.
I only like going out drives and like just to clear my head. But I'm not gonna lie. When there's no traffic, like when I used to live out in Connecticut and I used to come see you guys that Friday night or Saturday, that drive down from Connecticut with the manual car
Yeah,
was
dude.
fun. Yeah.
Not even a manual. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really drive an automatic to know, but I'm sure it's the same thing because I'm
Yeah.
in one gear, right? When if there's no traffic,
Yeah.
but you could still open it up and have fun. But yeah, when I used to be out in Farmingdale, I would literally like stay later at work to leave at like 7 o'clock instead of whatever 6 o'clock or 7:30, just so I could drive back and there'd be no traffic and you just
Yeah.
enjoy. Even when I was at school, I would stay back. I would just go back to the library when I was
Yeah.
at
Sometimes
campus.
I go for a drive just to listen to an album that came out, just to feel the album differently. I don't know if that makes any sense, but there's some songs that hit differently when you're driving.
Oh, so you would put a system in your car?
I would. I mean, I had a system in the Civic, and
Oh,
then
it's you that said that.
yeah. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I know we went off on a long tangent. This was a very special episode. Well, to
It's
me and
not.
Steven, it's because yesterday,
I was trying
if
to
you,
put it off.
you're listening to this on Wednesday, but on Monday it was our 1 year anniversary for the pod.
That it was.
Yeah, is there any applause or gunshots that we have on that button?
Hold on one second.
I was gonna put the.
Yeah. So if you're listening right now and you've listened from episode 1,
Wait.
we appreciate you. Thank you for joining this audio and video journey with
Word.
us. Yeah, I wanted to go through some of the old clips, but I think it's better if we move on to the
Just
next
talk
topic. But
about.
it's up to you guys.
Yeah, let's not reminisce.
Even though the intro song
was
was to
reminiscing.
reminisce.
Yeah, I mean we could go. I don't know. If you
I'm
have
cutting his shit
Wait.
out like crazy, so don't worry about it. I know what he did it for.
Did what? Oh, my shit?
Yeah.
You're gonna cut it out? What about my car? There's a new podcast that came out that but I don't know what it's called.
You're promoting another podcast in your
Yeah.
podcast.
I'll
that.
never
But this
listen
is
to
what
love
our
that.
podcast should have been.
I love
on
that.
what on what.
What should have
Nah,
been?
they just talk about cars and shit. But you guys are boring. Like, yeah, I don't do that. I don't like to drive. Fuck driving.
Nobody said that.
Niggas
I've been
be-
trying to get you to talk about cars. Me and Steven has been trying to get you to talk about cars for
Yeah.
a long time.
For the long time.
For a long time. Yeah.
What I want to get to the level
What do
is
you want to know? What do you want to know?
where
I don't
people
know what you
drive
wanna
me.
know. People drive you.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I want.
Like
I just want to be
autonomous-
chauffeured.
Yeah.
Get a Tesla.
Have your own driver.
No, I want like
A person.
yeah. There was a time where I was looking into Rolls Royces, and I was like, bro, I just need to get a driver after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's-
Yeah.
Uber
I do.
everywhere. How much miles is a year do you drive? I saw this study that said I think it's if you drive less than 10,000 miles a year, it's cheaper or possibly cheaper to just use ride sharing type app. Uber, like, whatever, Lyft.
I Uber a lot, probably a little too much.
So versus like buying a car and paying for insurance and all that crap. 10,000. I think that was the number. We could look that up.
yeah, but you have to go. You have to go with the low end Ubers, because
Dude, if you're just about convenience and you want to be from point A to point B and you don't care if it's an automatic or a stick or how many pedals he's pressing, then or she.
what are you saying right now? I'm talking about price range, right? Like I
I
can't.
thought you were talking about
I can't
you
go.
wanna
I can't do
Uber
regular
X.
Uber because 9 out of 10 times regular Uber smells like cigarettes, and I get nauseous. Like I'll fuck that shit. That's just,
So go in there with a mask. I don't know.
so I go. I usually
So what
use
the
Uber Black.
Yeah.
Uber what?
Uber
Black.
Black.
Uber Black.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
SUVs and shit like that.
I would assume the study is not for the bougie, so I think they're
You're
just
talking to the wrong person, man.
they're you're already trying to not say is it worth it to buy a car?
I've never asked that
He's
question.
like, how does it smell? I know. I'm just saying that's what the study was.
Anyway, special episode. 1 year.
It's not that special. Yeah, yeah, it is special for you guys actually.
Yeah, so this is our very 1-year anniversary special episode, excluding Riyad and Arif.
Where we actually figured that if we made the first episode,
They would join.
Yes, because they would be like, "Oh, you guys started without us," even though we were like, "Yo, let's do this."
4 episodes before.
Not even. It was more than that.
It was more than 4.
Yeah.
We recorded more than 4 episodes.
We recorded 4, but we
Okay.
tested one.
Yeah.
One of them was actually like a 4-hour episode.
Oh yeah.
In which we never. I think we still have it, right?
We have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Riyad was mad vulnerable and told us like actual legit stories.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
I really don't. I remember the episode, but I don't remember what I talked about.
Yeah.
You were like and that's what we were like
But-
hyped because actually Riyad actually told real stories.
Yeah.
And then like with the moment the camera was on, like all the stories went poof.
No, you don't get the stories.
Exclusive.
That was for.
But I mean, it
your
worked.
ears only.
As soon as we air the first one, these guys came on the second one. Yeah.
Damn,
And
so
they
you
liked
played us?
Yes.
All right.
You tried playing us though.
Yeah, because you were like, "Oh, we're not gonna make it."
Yeah, you're like, "I'm the captain now," and we're like, "Nah, bitch,
Nope.
we just roll."
Yeah.
Just like today.
You on the boat now?
Today we got formal notice from Riyad. He was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna make it." We're like, "I bet we're still gonna have it." And then he's like, "Oh, okay, y'all would be a little late." And he was here before Maz.
Yeah, so shout out to the 1-year episode. If you guys haven't seen that, check out what it would have been like if I wasn't here. You hear those crickets?
Yeah. You hear them a lot with
Symbolism.
So do you have do you wanna play, or we could go to the next one? I just wanted to thank everybody that's been listening to us from episode 1.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome.
I should have pulled up the analytics for the numbers that we did for like over air.
Oh yeah.
Versus like the couple ones that
first one we got mad people to download.
Yeah.
I don't and people actually listen decently amount.
Yeah, I think the last one was the lowest one so far. Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't see the last one. That's why.
Yeah, it's because
you don't listen to the audio anyway.
Yeah, and
you're talking about audio. I thought.
You didn't share it.
That.
But you shared someone else's shit like almost immediately. I was like,
what do you mean?
Screenshots. Because like he posted it and he put the thing out and you didn't reshare our shit, and then you reshared someone else's shit.
Okay, but it's still the same shit, right?
No, you shared someone like some random car shit.
Oh, I don't know what I shared.
I know, but I look at it. I pay attention. I was like, oh, and then you go, oh, you guys don't share our shit. These motherfuckers always shared your videos and your pictures, and I'm like, nah, they share. I think you just don't look. You like after you post something, you don't look again, but like everyone reposts your shit.
You're okay. You're talking about for nostalgic mods?
For everything. That was my bad.
I don't post shit to get reposted.
No, I know, but we've openly said like, yo, you should repost our shit because it's our shit, and you're like,
but it's my story. If I feel like I want to post it on my story, I'll post it. If I feel it's post worthy,
it's not even worth the conversation.
Then
anyway, can you go to the?
I'm sorry, but I feel like some shit I don't want to put on my story.
It's all good, Ree.
Yeah. So the next thing we have is the one that you posted. It was actually I think it was a Twitter one where the guy was like he was telling a story, and I think it was from Reddit. And he was like, oh, that his wife is dying.
Yes.
And her last wish was to have sex with her ex.
Yeah. So I think she got diagnosed with cancer or whatever, and she was told she only has like 30 days to live.
Nice. Okay.
Or something like that. I forgot what the full story was. And you're right. Her last request was like, hey, I want to sleep with my ex-boyfriend one last time before I die.
You gonna let that happen?
So here's the thing. How can you deny a woman that's dying, but also to ask something like that from your husband? You gotta have. Women are savage. Well, not even women, I guess. If I was dying
in a month,
yeah, but still. So if you were dying, would you ever do that to your wife?
Who are you asking?
Riyad. Yeah.
I don't know. Then you just switched up the whole question. Now.
Well, no, that was.
All right, so if you were dying,
he asked me.
Yeah.
No, I know what he asked me.
Would you let it happen?
Would I let it happen?
Yeah. So me personally, I think I would, just to give her the satisfaction. Like, yo, clearly you weren't.
But you don't like it. Like,
I wouldn't be happy about it. No.
Why not?
But the woman is dying.
But I thought you wanted to make her happy. That was in your vows.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I would let her do it but I wouldn't be happy about it. Like I would have some type of resentment because
So you're not watching.
that means she was never happy in the marriage
That's
sexually.
not doesn't mean that at all.
Come on. Then she would have never said, "Yo, let me have sex with my ex one last
Maybe she
time."
just.
Yo, what like theoretically, right? Let's say you guys
Yeah.
are married for like 10 years. She only had your dick the whole time,
Yeah.
right? Like,
And she wanted to try some other dick. That's perfectly fine. Because then
but old dick is
that's
bad.
new. Is
Like
old
for
dick-
me, without a heartbeat, I'm like, yeah, God, do your thing.
Yeah.
You're dying, right? Like,
yeah. But
like-
you wouldn't feel some type of hurt about it? Like
no,
shit.
like for me to think I'm the best person in the entire world, that like
not even that. I'm not even. That's not the argument.
that
I was
is
trying to
exactly what you said.
The-
He's like, she's unhappy,
make. Right.
right? Like you know, like let's say you had, you know, like A8 Wagyu beef, right? The one time, right? You had this
Yeah.
this fire ass meal, right?
Yeah.
But it was not sustainable. It was too expensive, whatever, blah blah.
Mhm.
You probably never eat it again. But someone like you, but you got like this.
But
like,
food, you can't
but-
compare food to intimacy. That's a whole different. That's a
It's-
whole different.
well, that's the whole
thing.
person. That's the whole purpose. Is like you're trying
Yeah.
to show an example
Yeah.
where now you're having this other fire ass meal, right?
Mhm.
But you can sustain that because it's more manageable, right?
Yeah.
And you can have it every fucking day you want,
Yeah.
as long as you want. But now they're like, yo, you're about to die. You're like, you know what? There was that fire ass meal that I want to get. Like, it doesn't mean that you were unhappy
Mhm.
with the meals that you were having
You just
before.
wanted to have another taste of it.
Now it's like, yeah.
Well, that's why I said on record. I'm saying I would let her smash. Go ahead and do your thing. Get it out of your system. But I'm a human.
No.
And I'm recently learning my emotions. So I'm working. I
But
think the
what you-
older I'm
but
getting,
what
the more
you said
bitch I'm
was
turning
that
into.
she was unhappy the entire relationship.
That's how I would feel. Because there's no reason. Why would that be your last wish?
Why is it all about you?
It's not
She's
all about
dying.
it. I'm letting her smash this guy because of her. It's not all about me.
Oh,
The question was, would I let her do it? And my answer is yes. But following up, I would feel some type of way about it. I mean, she's never going to know. I'm not going to disclose that to her when she's fucking dying. Like, yo, I'm hurt that you want to fuck this guy.
So you should
Okay.
probably tell her.
Yeah, you should tell her.
But
you want me to
we-
tell my
on day
dying
20.
wife?
Yeah,
29.
you should be like what the conversation should have been was like, yo, you could do it, but I feel like you were unhappy the entire relationship.
Before.
I think you guys are emphasizing that a little too much. I said that just because she wants to have sex with the ex, that made me feel some type of way. That means that our stuff wasn't that good enough for you to keep you satisfied where you need to go back to your ex.
But she's not going back.
That's how I'm not saying you guys have to do that. That's how I would feel
But
in that
that's not a
situation.
feeling. You do know that, right? So as you're starting to learn what a feeling is, what
Yeah.
you just said is not a feeling. That's a thought process, right? It's a thought, right?
Yeah.
A feeling would be I feel upset, I feel
Yeah, I
angry.
would feel hurt about it.
Yeah, I'll feel
Yeah,
hurt
yeah,
about
yeah.
it. But then if you go, I feel hurt about it, and then you
Mhm.
say, because this is why I think that,
Yeah.
she has the right to refute this. Like, no, this is what I think,
Yeah.
but that dick was amazing, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's like saying like, oh, this girl's ass, like, you know, like that was crazy. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed that sex because it was wild and crazy. What we have is
It's
like
something
love.
different?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
different. Like
But I would still feel hurt about it.
as you should.
Yeah, I would feel hurt about it for
Like
sure.
for me, I'd be like, do whatever. But I would always be like, to death do his part. Like you're about to part. Like, so you good?
Yeah.
Go. Like I would just be weirded out by the fact like it would be like, my question is like, yo, did you have that already? Like
That's what I'm saying.
on the ready?
Yeah.
because then I'll be like, yo, like, and then I told Sabrina because it was the subject, and she
Yeah.
was like, how else would you even think about bringing that up to your husband if you didn't bring it up? And I'm like, that is a valid point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good on you. Like for me, like,
She's been thinking about it.
yeah,
That's
but-
what I'm saying. It would hurt my feelings in that process.
but would it hurt? Like,
But I would still let her do it.
would it hurt your feelings if she said that, didn't bring it up to the ex, and the ex said nah? Because now,
Yeah, because then I'm like, yo, you want to fuck my wife? So much,
That's
man.
what
Like, oh,
you got the
Yo,
loser.
What time is that? 131.
131.
Okay.
Yeah, you married the loser.
Yeah. Yo, why you wanna fuck my wife, bruh? Yeah. No, but I would totally be. I mean, it's her last dying wish. I'm not gonna take that away from her.
What if she went wild, right? And she was like, yo, I want
I'm
the whole.
smashing everything.
Yeah.
Well, she's dying. Go ahead.
But would you
I don't have to
feel
work-
less hurt about that?
Yes,
You
I
would,
would.
right?
Yeah. If it's because there's an emotional.
What if she
connection
said
to
all
that.
her exes?
That's what I said. The whole
the whole team,
roster.
the whole roster. I don't
Yeah.
know. Then I'd be like, yo, who did I marry? You know what I'm saying? Then you got to re-question your whole thing.
At least she
But
didn't
you've been
she didn't raise
hiding
the
it.
body count though.
That's true. Well, I guess double dipping doesn't really affect the number.
According to the internet,
Yeah,
guys
it's-
say double dipping does not count.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What about you, Ree?
I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say yes.
You would be hurt about it?
Oh, you'd definitely be hurt about it. Of course,
Yeah.
you'd be hurt about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna say it'll make the mourning process easier.
It's true.
It wouldn't bother me though at all.
It wouldn't bother you at all.
No,
Nah.
it wouldn't hurt your feelings or anything like that.
Nah, because I'll be just like, if something was better, like that kind of makes sense. Like,
Okay.
sure,
You're
whatever.
logical.
Yeah, like if she
Yeah.
was like, I think I'd be more offended if she was like, nah, I want to spend time with that one person. Like,
Oh yeah.
and just like that, I want my,
Like I want to go away
yeah, I
before I
want to
fuck
go
this
away.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'll be like, also at the same time, I'll be like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that might, like Riyad said, like, it's whatever. But like, especially if you have 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
like, at what day, right? Like, I'll be like, what day you trying to
Yeah.
do this?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Damn. So let us know if your husband or if you're.
How long
in
are you
the
waiting before
comments.
you smash something else though?
How long am I waiting?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got threatened and was like, you're never again. I was like, yeah, right. Yeah. I think even one time I was like, yo, if I die, because obviously like when I was deployed, I was like, yo, if I die, like just find someone good, right? Like do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Move on.
and then she was like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah. No, I would be the same way. Yo, if I'm dead, yo, go
Yeah.
do your thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
not here.
But then she was like, nah. I was like, nope.
Well, what you're not allowed to if she passes away?
Yeah, I mean that's what she said.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know if I'll listen.
What is she gonna do? She's dead.
She'd be like, Riyad,
Haunting
I'll
you.
haunt you. I was like, all right.
Shout out to Shams, man. But yeah. This brings up another question. Well, I didn't answer that question yet. I don't know how long I'm waiting. It depends on how much. Well, first of all, if I find out you want to fuck your ex, I might be more lenient towards like, all right, I'm smashing everything that walks after you die, just to get that nut back. But revenge nut. You gotta have a revenge nut. Oh, you fucking your ex? I got you. I'm fucking everything that moves.
I think if I tried, I wouldn't be able to do that anyway.
Like I said, it depends on how emotionally.
Mad rejection.
It depends how
I think
emotionally.
if I was dying, I was like, yo, let me bring up let me bring up the ex, and they're like, nope. And I was like, ah.
Oh, if your ex is like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Yo, even if they found out you were dying, that's hurtful. But
I would respect it.
But what if the ex is like in a relationship and that's why they're like, she's like, yo, I'm in a happily committed relationship.
My answer would be like, so I'm dying.
Talk to your husband.
Do a good deed.
Yo, okay, so what if you're the husband and the ex is coming to smash your wife?
Ooh.
And he's dying.
I have to do like a.
I'll be like, I don't give a fuck. Yo,
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
an even out
I'll be
thing.
like, yo, I'll help you.
Help you what, die?
I'll help you. Yeah, I'll kill you right now, my G. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. Especially if I don't know, homie. Oof. Coming to fuck my wife. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know. I would be like, I don't know. I if I think about it in realistic fashion, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
But I think if we're trying to be viral, I'd be like, you know what?
To promote titles.
Yeah,
Overrated.
what's the like? Is there a time frame?
Yeah.
Like
You need some guidelines.
yeah.
Rules. Okay.
And then I'm like, all right, like you got this pass, like my
Do I
pass
get
is like,
one?
yeah, like you might get a disease from whatever cancer he's going. I'm just gonna fake science that shit, like all right,
Make her feel guilty about it.
yeah, like oh, it's like what if you get cancer now? Like,
Yeah,
what do we do
yeah.
now?
Yo, to say you can get cancer sexually is wild. What believes?
I would just like oh we need to run STD tests. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
find any diseases on him, no go.
Yeah.
He's cancer. Nope.
So you would be open to the idea as long as there's terms and conditions. Like you get a pass.
I think yeah. I mean, at this point in my life, I think like if I think we mentioned it before. Like if that's something that would make you happy, like I'm not gonna be like shut it down. Like no, fuck that shit. Like
yeah.
my pride and ego isn't really as big as it used to be. So like like if that's because again like losing somebody, especially if you care about that person, like that's wild, right? Like and a lot of us, I think a lot of us have been pretty lucky to not lose someone that we cared about in that way.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine that. Like I feel like a lot of us lost like like family members and stuff like that, but like actually someone that you loved at any given point in your life,
That's
especially
tough.
like, and I don't really believe like you broke up with someone, you don't really feel anything for them anymore. I don't subscribe to that. I feel like at some like that those feelings were real and they don't really go away.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, so like if that was a person that was like, even if it was like good and whatever, and you had some bad times, like that notion itself is wild. So like I wouldn't be able to be like, oh, this is how you're supposed to feel, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
which actually brings us to another reel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess like it's a conversation, but like again, I've been married for like forever now. Like,
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, like I feel like I would entertain the conversation,
Mhm.
and depending on where we sat, because I think as you start to get older, like conversations like that are like easier to have.
Yeah.
But if it's like a fresh relationship, like nah, fuck that. Like you looking that way is a wild statement, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
but like I think as
Because
you
you
get,
guys have years, you guys have the
yeah,
trust.
like
Yeah.
like again, like if it was, even if it was like, oh, I'm gonna try this, and then it comes out to be like this is way better than like our life together, and I'm like, it's gonna hurt. I'm not pretending, like I'm not saying like, oh, it's not gonna
Yeah.
hurt,
But it
whatever.
is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if that's we have to move in that direction, like I bet, like
Right.
but I'm not, again, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'll be like, you sure? Like, is that
Mhm.
like, but at the same time, like, yeah, like that, those notions and those situations are wild, hilarious, but like, I mean, I would try a wheel and deal.
Yeah. Okay. So as long as you have terms and condition, I get that.
Yeah.
What about you, Ree? You letting some dying dude come and smash your wife up
Or girlfriend.
Probably
or
not.
girlfriend?
I would be like,
Ooh, would you be more
ooh,
open if it's a lesbian rather than a guy?
mm,
Mm.
like, like, how would that even come up? Like, it's
Yeah.
just a random girl, like, yo, I just want to
Yeah, like it's a girl from her
experience it.
past. Yeah, like a girl
And
from
she's
her
dying?
past, and she's dying.
I was gonna say like, yo, I would try to be like, yo, I want some of your life insurance.
You gonna try to sell your wife
Yeah.
now?
Nah,
Yeah, let me-
I would just be like, I'd just be like, come on.
Let me get a percentage.
Yeah, but yeah, you
Let me get a 10%
yeah.
kickback, and you get this.
If you think about it, like, yo, like burial shit's about like $20,000,
That's
whatever.
facts, yeah,
You got $100,000 policy, like, yo, let me get the rest.
Yeah, Ree, your friend is next to you.
Nah, you it's a
Just
bug.
boop him. Just boop him. Yeah.
Boop.
I thought you
There you
said
go.
not to say that.
No, you said bop.
Why would I say Bob?
He said boop.
You said boop?
Yeah.
My bad. I take that back.
You got gay ears.
That's right. What kind of air?
Gay ears.
Gay ears. Wow. Go ahead, bro. You letting some dude or some chick smash your wife?
Um,
I'm coming off real aggressive with this question.
you are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like if he rang the doorbell and she wasn't home, I'm gonna tell him to get the fuck out of there. But if we both,
But what if she
answer the
brought that
door-
idea to you?
Well, oh,
Like,
'cause
hey,
she ca-
yeah, like, hey, he's dying. His last request is for me to.
I feel like we would
sit
have
on
to
his
have
face.
if
I'm only gonna do it if you say yes.
I'm only gonna do it if you say yes. Does she
Mhm.
want to do it?
Well, she's asking you
yeah.
permission,
So
so yes.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just give me a yes or no. Or
Yeah.
would you say yes, like Steven, with terms and condition? Or would you say no, like me, get the fuck out of here? That's all I'm asking.
I don't know.
Fair
I
enough.
really don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you.
All right. Well, since we're on that topic, we should bring up the other topic.
Oh yeah, the other topic was
yeah.
how long would you let your significant other mourn an ex, like if they died? Like how long are you gonna just let them rock? and,
This
like,
is the
being
same
sad?
cancer story, or
No, it's whatever. So
It's
like
whatever.
say you're dating a girl and her ex like dies.
Yeah.
And she's over there like
Devastating.
devastated, crying. Like how long are you before you're like, nah, chill the fuck out?
Yeah.
oh, because her ex died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
I'm gonna zoom into that page just there.
You got
I
about
don't
2
know.
hours.
I don't know. People mourn differently. You
Yeah, but how long are you playing cool with it? What if she's like a month and she's like she didn't go to work, she's
Oh.
crying, she's like
I love them so much.
yeah, like oh my god, I can't believe he died. He's the one that got away.
go on. If she
God
says-
took him.
They took the good one.
A real one.
She hits you with slang.
I don't know, dude. I think a month would be okay for me. I think that's
Yeah, you're gonna let her more. And then you're stepping in. What are you saying? Like, yo, chill out.
Like are you actively like helping? Like you
Yeah.
know, like it's like
Yeah,
she's
Are you
crying
like
your shoulder.
comforting her? Yeah, going through their albums together when they were
Oh,
together.
what? Oh, she's like whipping out her phone, just like check this out. She has a whole folder. Oh,
It's in her hidden folder of them together.
I would actually help her mourn, but if it gets that far, then there has to be a line. Be
Okay.
like, "Alright,
But what are you
why
saying
do you-
there? Like,
what am I saying?
yeah.
Why do you have these pictures still?
And why-
We have to have another conversation.
she makes a post.
It's what's playing. Oh, I thought you were playing some.
Nah.
No, the plane is playing.
I
The
thought
plane.
Oh man. How about you?
I think I'm gonna give you 2 weeks
2
to
weeks.
mourn. Okay, it
How
depends.
long were they with them?
That's what I'm saying. So it will depend on the situation. If she's been with this guy for years, then I would understand. But if somebody that you dated for a few months and you're like calling out of work second week and you're like crying over this dude, then there'll be another conversation. Like, hey, like what's really going on? And part of me wouldn't care because the dude is dead. So I guess it doesn't really matter.
What if
she's-
it affects your your relationship?
in which way?
Like you guys are not.
Oh, I don't want to sleep with you tonight because
Yeah, like I need some time. Like, and you're
Yeah.
like, yo, let's go hang out. Let's go like to the movies. Let's go get some food. And you're like, nah.
she's like, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks.
Two-
I'm gonna give you 2 weeks. I'm gonna give you 2 solid weeks to mourn how you mourn.
You put your formal notice in.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to mourn how you mourn, and then if it becomes a problem between our relationship, then you and I need to have a conversation. Like, hey, what's going on? Like, how do you
What
feel?
if she's like, it takes longer than 2 weeks to mourn?
That's fine.
People
I'm gonna give
mourn
you
differently.
longer than 2 weeks, but you're not gonna come outside to have dinner with me because of some dude that died that you used to date. Then that's
No,
a different
this is
conversation.
how I mourn.
That's how she. Then that's
Yeah.
okay. If that's how she
She's
mourns,
like
then
Jewish.
I'm gonna hit up Arf and be like, yo, let's go get some food real quick, and we'll be back.
What if Arf knew him too and he's mourning too?
They both dated the same guy.
No, he's just his boy. I don't know. It's Arf.
Well, then I'm gonna be mourning too. If both my girl and Arif knows the dude, then I know the dude too.
That's it.
But yeah, no, I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna let her take her time, let it out of her system. But if it's been more than like a month and she's still not coming out of her normal form of like just hanging out with me and doing things that we normally do, then I'm gonna tap you in the shoulder, be like, yo, what up? What's
You
going
can
on
actually have
with
the
you?
conversation and be like, yo, I'm out.
No, I'm not.
I feel like if it's an early
That-
relationship, I'm gonna be out.
That's
I'm
what I
like,
was getting at.
This is too much for me. I can't handle all this.
yeah. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, if
I
I-
can't handle emotions and just walk away.
Yeah, if I'm dating Shorty for like 2 weeks,
I'd be like, yo, I'm emotionally unavailable and just walk away.
here's my 2 weeks reservation.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, if I'm only dating her for like a month and she's like, yo, I can't believe it. I'm like, yo, maybe you should die and be with them permanently. That's what I would say.
Damn, that's
As a
dark.
joke. I'm joking, guys.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Totally joking. That was a
Are you gonna
joke.
help her? Like
Yeah,
the other
no,
like,
no,
like
I'm
the
not
other
gonna.
guy?
No, I'm gonna help him for sure. I'm gonna help him for sure. Trying to come around and fuck my wife. Well, we got 2 kids and a mortgage to pay.
Riyad getting shot every single time I hit it.
Yeah, that shit is scary. I work in
Oh,
Brooklyn in
God.
the hood. You got to watch out.
How long you giving her to mourn?
As long as she doesn't bother me, I don't know, like whatever.
But when does it bother you? What actions or behavior bothers you?
I think if I can't have like a normal conversation, like
It's just
yeah, it's like yo,
how was your
I'm
day?
just I'm just trying to have a conversation. Like again, like for me, like it like I can weirdly enough like remove my emotion from shit to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But if it's like overbearing where it's like I can't even get a conversation in, like I'm like, yo, you need to chill the fuck out. Like you need to go to a doctor, you need to go to a therapist, like figure that shit out. Like
Yeah.
you have a plan to figure
Right.
that shit out. Like
Yeah.
but if it's just like you're just moping around and it's like, all right, like can we mope like can we do something together? Like
Yeah.
but if
Let's
it's
go visit his grave. I'll do that.
I'm not doing that shit.
You're not doing that? I would
Nah.
do that.
I don't even go to the cemetery for like family. Like I
Mm.
barely go. Like I'm not gonna go visit and bring by. You wasting money right now.
Yeah. Death is always weird to me. I never know how to handle death. So when somebody's like going through a loss, I never know what to say. I crack jokes. I never know like how to. You guys know.
I
this.
know.
We
You
talked
just
about
gave
this.
someone a 2 weeks to mourn. You're like, you got 2 weeks and that's it.
No, I'm saying if it affects our relationship, then it's 2 weeks, and then I'm stepping in to
And
have
it's
a conversation.
it's a fairly new
So-
relationship.
yeah,
Nah, I'm just fucking
yeah,
with
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
He's over
So
there crying. He's
what
like,
if-
"Wasn't gonna give me time."
what if she liked that you went to the burial ground, but she wants to go every day?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'll go with you.
But that's what helps.
I'll go with you if it helps
That's
you
what
get
helps
over.
her.
Yeah, not every day. Not every day. Then you're taking advantage of my kindness. I don't know the dude. I'm doing this for you. I don't have to be here. I'm here because of you, because of a relationship. If you want to come here every day,
I feel like that type
If
of
she wants
morning
to
could
go-
be.
I feel like
that's
Maz is talking to me like I'm the girl.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's some solo.
I feel
morning.
like I'm getting yelled at. I'm like, shit. All right, I won't go visit him. Fuck.
that's right, Riyad. Why don't you go visit another friend?
Riyad went to Boston to mourn the cars.
The cars.
Man, I wish I had that one.
2 weeks, you better come back, bro. That's all I'm giving you.
For what?
Oh man.
He said, "For what?"
To mourn the cars. Ay.
S- Speaking of that weird conversation, one Drake is released the album cover of his For the Dogs, which is a
Yep.
stupid title in my opinion.
For the dogs.
Who
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
the dogs out?
No, that's a different song, but
Oh,
yeah, I know that's your favorite song. That and
I
Mambo,
should have picked that.
that and Mambo number 5,
Mambo
Nah,
number 5.
those are both classics. Yes,
horrible songs.
we should have picked Baha Man this week
Why?
because that's a classic.
Yeah.
I mean, they're better classic songs. than that.
Oh, that's what we should have picked for our episode song.
What?
What?
Who let the dogs out? Because I forgot. He's a dog. We're all dogs.
Yo. Yeah. Never
We'll
mind.
we'll think about it. We'll
Yeah,
we'll mull it over.
we'll switch it out. But yeah, and
That's
it's
all I asked.
it's a sketch that his son did, right?
Yeah, it was some drawing. It was
by Adonis. That's what he
Yeah.
said. Yeah. I'm looking more for. I don't give a shit what the album cover looks like.
I don't
Honestly,
think the album's gonna be good.
you don't think so?
No.
No,
I heard
I think the
I think
best
it'd be
thing
more
about that
R&B.
album is that artwork.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
coming
much.
from the biggest
But-
Drake fan.
Yeah, he's a low key Big Drake. fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Big Drakey in his face.
Big Drizzy in his face.
Get mad, Drizzy.
No, I heard this one is gonna be the best one ever. Actually, so
Where
I'm
do you-
really excited. Yeah,
Where'd you hear that from?
I don't know, they
from
say that
from
about
that dude
every
from
album.
Connecticut,
No.
the mullet kid.
Oh, the kid from Connecticut.
Yeah.
not even know.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the album because he said himself that it's gonna be different and it's gonna be more R&B than rap and Mons them because he did Mons them on the last 2 episodes. On the last
Wait,
2
his
albums.
last albums were rap.
Yeah.
Were considered rap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he did a house one and then he did the one with 21 Savage where it was all just rap. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So this one is gonna be more for like
R&B.
R&B. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
Maybe.
that's what we're presuming.
Do you like R&B?
No, I like Drake's R&B from back in the day, so maybe it'll be.
Yeah. He
good,
said it's gonna
but,
sound like the old Drake.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm
looking forward to it
I weirdly did not. I even went back. Remember, I was like, yo, I don't remember his mixtapes. I went back and I'm like, nah.
You know, like
Maybe-
yeah, I know you
maybe
said
like
you did.
maybe like 2 songs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what the content is going to be. I want to see what
I
it
feel
sounds like.
yeah. I honestly
sonically.
feel like if he released it as fast as he said he did, like the house one,
Yeah.
I liked it because it was like, yo, songs coming out,
Boom.
album came out, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, bet.
Yeah.
But now it's like maybe it was whack, and he has to like roll it back a bit, and like he has to fine tune it or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that kind of made it seem like,
Well, so I think the reason why he's delayed, one, is because he's on tour right now. So he 40 is producing it while they're on tour. And 2, he actually has a lot of people on this album. He has Jack Harlow on this album. He has Bad Bunny and Nicki Minaj. They're all 3 confirmed. So I'm sure he's working out the labels to get them to release the song with them. So maybe that's what's I don't know. I'm just saying why it could be delayed. I don't think he's delaying it because it's a bad album. I think he's delaying it because there's a lot of other things that are in fact.
but what if he was like, yo, I'm releasing the album. People were like, yo, let's listen to it. It's sounding like,
shit is trash? I wouldn't be surprised because his songs are not relatable anymore. We can't talk about yachts and Greece. It's not. Maybe
I
you
mean, you
can, but we can't. You know,
I'm-
I can't relate to that.
I mean, I no ambition to go to Greece ever.
You wouldn't go to Greece?
No.
What if it was a paid vacation? Like it was free? I would want to go to Greece
Yeah,
Mm.
just to see it. I would.
Why not?
I would go anywhere
I'll go anywhere.
just to see it. Yeah, I would go to Greece.
You can't be like, yo,
I'll go
to
Greece.
That's like an
I'll
ill
go
player.
anywhere.
I'll go anywhere.
I'll go to
anywhere.
Alabama.
Oh, I don't know about it. Okay, let me rephrase. I would go anywhere internationally.
Really?
Yeah, I've been to a lot of places internationally.
Bangladesh.
Yeah.
I've never gone back to Bangladesh. That's the one place that I've never gone back to since I got here.
You should go. I heard. It's like
I
up and
want to
coming.
go. I want to go.
I heard it's like up and coming their city.
Up and coming their city. That's what you heard.
Only one city.
No, I don't know how many cities, but
There's only one city. He's
There's
right.
a lot
Yeah,
of
Dhaka. Yeah. Shout out.
Wait,
to
what is it called?
Eula- Dhaka.
Taka
Dhaka. Dhaka.
with an H somewhere in there, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it
Dhaka.
before.
Yeah. Dhaka.
You're saying taco, but you're spelling Dhaka.
Well, Taka means money in Bangladesh. So yes, you're
So
saying
he's,
both words.
he's all about the money.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mullet bullet.
Cha-ching.
Bangladesh get the money.
Bangladesh get the money. Yeah.
That's
Shout out to your boy.
word.
Yeah, your boy's been making moves.
Who?
Who came up here?
Who kid?
Who kid? No, from DJ. Well, I mean, he's G Unit.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Beans?
Taha. I think he's in Vegas right now.
Oh yeah, Taha.
Yeah,
Shout
Taha's
out
doing
to
his,
Taha.
Yeah, Taha's been doing his thing, man.
Shout out to his fulfillment business.
Yeah, is that what he's doing? He's like all over the world now. All of a sudden, I see him. He was in Ohio the week before, and now he's in Vegas in some penthouse suite, telling the haters are popping up. Shout out to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Shout out to him.
Shout out to me. Why am I being? All right,
I
shout
know.
out.
I feel like you always give shout outs,
Shout
but
outs.
you
I
never
do.
get shout
I
outs. So I just wanted to
I
shout
appreciate
you
that,
out.
man. Thank you, Riyad.
You know, shout out to
Bullet.
Steven.
Maybe you could shout out the pod.
Nah, fuck that.
Nah.
But it's crazy
Oh man.
Yo,
to think next week or 2 weeks from now was when 1 year ago we started.
no, it would be next week.
It would be next week
Oh,
because
yeah.
we did weekly
'Cause
episodes then.
We were crazy. But it was right after COVID. You know, some of us still had symptoms and still our brains weren't working.
Is that what it was?
But nah, that's crazy that we've been doing this for a year, right?
It's not that crazy. I don't. It didn't feel like it was a year for me.
Yeah, I felt like
I
2
think
years.
if it was back to like to
The
a
weekly
weekly thing,
episodes?
I would probably be like, "Yo, that was a lot." But I don't think it was a lot as in terms of like time consuming. Like,
Yeah.
and out of like, so to me it was like whatever.
One
Like,
day out the 2 weeks. Yeah.
yeah, like the 2 weeks is to me like sometimes I'm like, oh, that's kind of like a stretch, especially when it's like some topics are like right after each other. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, especially if we miss something.
Mhm.
We
could catch it next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so, but again, like that's because I read and look at a bunch of like social media stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, this is coming out. Like this is interesting and whatever. And then
talk
to the
about
point
that.
where like, oh, I forgot about it. Right.
Yeah.
Like, so that's kind of for me. But no, I think a year is fun. I just kind of feel like I learned a lot of stuff that I probably would have never done before. Like
Video editing.
like video editing, the
audio,
audio, looking into things, looking into like
the algorithms on Instagram and stuff.
yeah, that actually annoys the shit out of me, the algorithms and shit like that, but it is what
Yeah.
it is, like, and I'm like, I don't wanna figure out that's a time-consuming job, like, I
Mhm.
feel like I've been trying to figure out how to, like, get
Market
it
it?
more
Yeah.
automated, right? So, like but then there's, like, some tools that you can make that's automated and other tools that are not, and then they're not compatible. So then it's like you end up, like, you can spend, like, a shitload of money, and it's even half-assed, like, I tried to use AI clips,
Yeah.
and they don't move the camera. Like, like, so I did the AI clip, and it would just, like it would be focused on me. You and Arf would talk,
But it's still
and
focused
and
on
then
you.
it still focused on me, and then when Maz talks, it focuses on him,
Yeah.
and then it would just randomly just end, and it would be like, "Alright," like, "But you guys did most of the talking."
Yeah.
And she
Wait, but what is AI video? You upload the video and it'll try to figure out who's talking.
Yeah,
It'll clip it for you.
supposedly it was supposed to clip it and get, like, real, like, viral version, so, like, it will look at
Whoa.
Yeah.
so there was that part, and then, I think I was looking into, like, Premiere Pro to, because you can buy another, like, plugin where if you have multiple cameras on everyone, like, if it's a camera on an individual person and the broad one, it automatically, the moment, like, other people talking, it will switch it over
Pick
for
it up.
you,
Yeah.
and it'll even give you, like, on funny moments, like, if someone, like, laughed, it would focus on them laughing, and then it'll go back to the person talking.
Yeah.
So it looked real natural, but the downside to that is, like, apparently Premiere Pro, you gotta buy every year. So I end up getting,
Yearly
like
subscription.
yeah, I end up getting, like, DaVinci Resolve, like, the full thing, which is, like, lifetime, so I was like, "Alright, bet."
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been using that shit, like, it's really interesting because it's, like, a mini rabbit hole. I think, Static Shooter said the same shit, like, once you start to figure out what it is, it's, like, another thing that you're like, "Okay, I gotta learn that," and then
Yeah.
so it's, like, it just keeps going like that, I'm like, "Ugh."
Yeah. I enjoy that process though. That process was fun in the beginning to figure out how to fucking do all this shit.
Yeah, I surprisingly
The
thought
RSS
yeah.
feeds. That was something new.
Which is cool because I think, like, a few people were like, "Yo, how'd you do that?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, it's this," and it was interesting because like, I find learning shit and then people being, like, willing to ask you questions. I find out, like, as you get older, like,
Yeah.
people don't really ask for, like, help and shit, like,
Yeah.
they mask it, and
Mhm.
it's just mad annoying, so I'm like, "I don't know what you were asking."
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, that was pretty ill.
And there was I forgot his name. Remember he reached out to us to start his own podcast and he wanted to know what we were using and what software we were using. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was your people.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
You like
Uh,
yeah, and then you tried to gatekeep, and for a second, you're like, "Yo, should I tell him?" I'm like, "Yeah, like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?"
I was like, well, I had to rethink. I was like, what am I doing? I was like, yeah, I was like, and then we gave him all the equipment and stuff. So
But at times,
it was nice.
I do get like that sometimes. Like, I feel like,
It was just the way that the question was asked. I wasn't sure what was happening, and I
oh,
think that's when I reached out to you. And I was like,
yeah,
yo,
every once in a while, I feel mad weird when I gatekeep something.
yeah,
I didn't want to tell anyone that I think for a while that we were using that software to like clear the background out
yeah,
because mad people were like, "Yo, it's so quiet. Like, how do you get it so quiet?" And I was like, "Oh, right." But it was just like they weren't asking because they had a podcast. They were just
yeah.
like, "Oh, this,
Curious.
yeah." So like that part was like interesting to me. And then I remember like in my brain, I think I actually read it one time. I was like, "Yo, am I a hater for not sharing?" And then it's like, cause like sometimes it's weird for me, like I feel like if I do a lot of work on something, to give someone like the cheat code of like, oh, this is what I do.
Yeah.
After I like took forever to figure
Hours,
it out.
yeah.
Like, because for the first few episodes, like I was like fine tuning fucking equalizers and like
Right, for the
limiters, and I'm
voices,
like,
yeah.
that shit took like 2 hours per person.
That's what
Yeah.
I was gonna say in the very beginning. Well, we were doing a lot more edits in the beginning, but I remember we were here like
I was
editing,
here
and it would
I was
take
here till
like
2:00 in
2
the
full
morning.
days. Like,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'll come back tomorrow," and then keep editing. Like, "Oh, we finished." And
Yeah, that's
that
when
was
that's when we
crazy.
used to go. I used to go hard on the YouTube edits.
Yeah, and I
And
mean,
then
and then I kept saying like, yo, I
Yeah.
don't mind if we do it. It's just like I would prefer that we had like a steady viewership.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where that we kind of fucked up, was that we worried about like that content, which some people watched, some people didn't.
Yeah.
And again, that's why I like the weekly episode, because you can just pound them with information,
Yeah.
and then like you might get one viral like piece, and then you get people to watch and stuff like that. Like that's why like
Yeah.
what's her face, like Nancy was pretty cool. Like you said, like she went back and listened to all the stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Shout
So
out to
that's-
Nancy. Yeah.
So that's pretty
Episode
ill. Like
1.
if you really think about it, like
Yeah.
that level of like, oh, okay, you got that. And so that's why like for me, like I kept thinking, and that's why sometimes I bother you. I was like, yo, I just want consistency. Like I don't give a fuck if like, and yeah, granted, some good content makes sense, but like at times it's like you want to not it be almost automatic that they're downloading your stuff because you know what day it comes out,
Yeah.
versus like, oh, is it this week or is it next week? Like that's why.
Right, consistency is important.
Yeah, so that's why like the 2 week shit, like sometimes like some people are like, oh, I didn't even know you came out. I was like, it's
Yeah.
every 2 weeks, and then you're like, yeah, but you guys fucked up that every 2 week shit every once in a while. I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah. Another person told me the same thing. They're like, "Yo, where's the episode?" Like I clicked on it and it wasn't there. So that's why. Yeah.
but
Yeah, but it's been a fun year.
Definitely.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it for sure.
Drake don't got these problems. He's like, "You'll get it when you get it."
Drake doesn't have podcast problems?
No, not yet. We
Oh.
don't know.
he does have.
Oh, he does
problems.
have podcast problems.
They deleted that podcast that he was on with Bobby Alterf or
Yeah.
whatever her name is.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Apparently there's beef internally. Like no one really knows what happened, but there was rumors that like he slept with her, but then that's not true. Barstool did a segment on them and like made shit like mad weird, but she deleted the whole entire video,
Damn.
which had like millions of views already.
Yeah, to delete a Drake interview is wild, especially from YouTube because she's monetized. She's making money off the views.
Yeah, but then someone said, which I didn't realize. I think she's a lawyer or some shit like that. There was a girl that said like him playing Tiger's song, which I think is part of his label. That song,
Yeah.
that was his song, or like I think he produced or whatever, and he played it on the video, made it to be a copyrighted song, and he took the rights away. So then he either like I think in the argument or whatever, then he was like, "Yo, I'll just make you take it down, right?" Like, because you know how like our last 2 videos, like an idiot, my bad. Like I put music and I left them on for like longer than 10 seconds. One was literally 11 seconds.
Yeah.
And we got hit with copyright, but they're like they're not.
That
Ref-
major. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not making you take it down. But like that's what they were saying. Like he played it for like 15 seconds, the song,
Yeah.
and thus like he had the right, and whatever argument they had, he pulled that. Like that's what pulled it. Was
So you
like,
think Drake pulled it?
yeah.
I thought so. The rumor because she recently filed
I
for
think he did.
divorce or something like that.
Yeah, but
And
they were already
separated
whatever,
at the time. I don't know the full. I don't know a shit about this girl. But from what I read from Barstool and like I think Hip Hop Media or whatever that was saying, they were saying that how like I don't think she slept with Drake. I think people were just speculating that because she had Tiger on the next show and she had
Yeah.
Little Yachty on the next show. So I don't think Drake would have ever pulled it because I don't think he cares that much for him to pull it. But I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I think they were talking about
There's a lot of
they
speculations.
might have been disputing something, and that's what he said. Like he had the ability to pull it,
Pull it off.
right? And then
Yeah.
and whatever it had.
Yeah, because I don't think she would willingly want to take off a Drake interview.
I don't know. I don't even
100.
know how. Like I seen that she was popular. She got more popular. I just like she was able to pull a lot of like interviews early, like really early and really
Yeah.
fast,
Mm-hmm.
which is like impressive. So people are saying like she's like a plant. Like
But yeah.
yeah, like they just kind of like hooked it up and this whatever.
Yeah, they got the industry to come
Yeah.
and get her. Yeah.
But she said I saw on TikTok. She was like, "How did you just pop out of nowhere?" Because after you said that, like, who is this person? It started popping up more and more in mine. But she said that she posted a video on her TikTok that was basically like, "I'll give you $300 to whoever could give me like an interview or a podcast with a famous celebrity." And then you know that comedian that came on with
Yeah.
the glasses. So that was the first person. So whoever got him, they paid her or she paid them $300 apparently. And then from there, I guess she blew up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stories behind how she blew up.
No, but she was big from before.
Yeah,
Like she had a TikTok where she was like it was like dry satire, and she
Yeah.
was always like she would just like basically dog her like husband in some episodes, like in
Yeah.
some of the clips. It was funny. Like she's a comedian. Like I actually
Yeah.
like looked up and her stand up is pretty good. I'm not hating or anything like that. So, but like what confused me was like the people she was interviewing seemed like real out of left field. Like it just didn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
She got in the music industry real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our next topic has to do with Drake, and I just feel like it's too Drake bound, and I just don't even want to bring it up.
All right, let's go.
Like at least the top, but I think the topic is pretty good.
Okay.
Like, have you ever had a friend that you did not want
around your girl?
around your girl, or the girl you were trying to talk to, or that you were trying to bring around, like whatever? Has there ever been a friend that you like?
Not really. I think the only time that it would affect me to a point where I'm like, yo, don't come around my girl is if you guys dated. Like if they had like history or something like that. But other than that, I don't think I don't think I've ever had a friend where I'm like, yo, I don't feel safe to bring.
It's not about safe. It's like sometimes you got that friend like
Who
you're
try to
trying
be over funny.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's always that. That's a weird friend. Like if anyone acts like out of pocket,
Character, yeah.
that's mad weird.
Yeah.
But like there's always like that. I think what was it like? I remember I had a friend that was like, "Yo, you're too friendly." I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Like
Mhm.
I'm just I don't even like I didn't even know the person existed.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, whatever. But like but yeah, like people say like, oh yeah, they don't bring because then like, what if you like that girl and then she's like likes that dude
Mhm.
or your friend or whatever, and you're like, damn, what a fucking idiot I am.
Nah, I've never I don't think I've never been that guy. But I know Arif would say that about me because he always every time that we would go, I'd be like, yo, don't stand next to me. You're so tall. Duck down. So I think he would be like, I'm not gonna bring Maz because he's gonna make me look short or something.
So that's
like
why he was
that.
always brought Riyad.
What? That's true. He just bring me. He's like, yo,
Yeah, this is my little
come,
cousin.
Come stand next to me.
Come stand next to me.
Comes in next to my pictures. No, but yeah, I think Arif would say I'm that friend. But I've never had to worry about a friend if I was bringing somebody new or a friend around that I was interested in. And my theory is, yo, if you like this dude over me, what am I gonna do about it? Go for
I mean,
it.
you can't do nothing about it. But
Yeah.
but still, like,
I would try to avoid that situation. Nah, I don't think I would. I don't think I have that type of friendship with someone where I'm worried about it. Yeah. What about you, Ree? I feel like you wouldn't want to bring me around to some girl you were talking to.
Ooh.
You'd be like, fuck Maz.
Yeah, probably. But that's because I'm embarrassed of you. No, I don't think so. I don't.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Our friend circle is different. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have friends.
Ooh.
What do you have?
Touche.
Then? You have family?
He's like Dom.
Family.
Oh, you're like the West
Family.
Indian Dom?
I mean, he looks like Dom.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, go on. All about family.
Yeah.
What about you, Steven?
Um,
Do you have a
Nah.
friend that you wouldn't bring around your girl or someone you're interested in?
nah. Because I mean, like I always like again, like for me, I would be offended if a girl found someone else funnier than me.
Mm.
So I'd be like, I don't like you anyway. I was like straight downhill.
Oh, you just cut it off?
Yep, cut it off. I'm like, yo, not worth it.
So okay, I got
So
you.
but I like for me, like I've always had funny friends.
Mm.
But like at the same time, I always felt like, again, because I'm like hyper competitive.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, I bet like we could all be funny. Like, but I don't think in terms of like my friends, like I've always thought that like, you know, they probably bad girls or whatever. But I've never felt like, for the most part, like I was like in a worry per se.
Yeah.
But if like I will always be like I always feel like I'm in competition with everyone. So it's like the moment like maybe she moves like she like out of pocket, like that's weird for you.
Even outside of your friend circle? Like if it's just a stranger?
Like competition wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone's competition.
Yeah?
At all. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. Like
Okay.
like and that's like even when I would go to like when I was young and thought that clubbing was cool. And I'll be there and then be like, you know, like you try to dance with a girl, and I was always like that weird dude that like would ask. So I'm like, oh, you want to dance? He's like, no. I'm like, all right,
Mm.
walk my stupid ass somewhere else,
Yeah,
right? Like
rejection is rejection, man. Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And then
He's
and then my
he goes
brain,
like to the girl right next to her. Like, do you want
Do you want to dance? Yeah.
I tried that one time. It was mad awkward.
Did she say no?
Yes. They looked at each other.
Oh my god.
But again, I was mad, you know. But like that was the thing. Like for like and then later on I'll see them dancing with some other guy, and in my brain I'm like, that guy looks not as good as me, or whatever. But maybe he might have been more assertive, like whatever, or he didn't really ask.
Different
Like,
approach. Yeah.
But in my brain I'd be like, yo, but I still can ball better than him.
You can't see me in a one-on-one.
Yeah, fuck that. You'd be like,
I'm
just
dunking on you.
just fucking just cross the shit out of you.
You can't. You got
Yeah.
dance moves, but you don't got ball moves.
Yeah.
Pause.
You
But
ever,
Oh,
you
man.
ever seen that meme when there's like a party, everyone's dancing, and someone's like standing?
the cartoon?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
the
like
stick
kind of
figure.
crying.
That was
Yeah.
Steven.
That was me.
He's like, I could ball better.
That like, and that's one of my biggest regrets.
They're
is-
lucky they don't have a hoop
Yeah.
here.
I didn't have a basketball
Yeah, they
everywhere I
lucky.
went.
They lucky.
Yeah, it was like one of my biggest regrets when I was younger was like my mom had offered to like teach me how to dance like salsa and all that.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, mom, it's dumb. Right?
Mm.
Like, I'm not dancing.
I mean, it's not too late.
Yeah,
Mom's
that's
here.
what I
Nah,
was just
I'm
gonna
that
say.
lazy.
That could be our skit. Steven learns how to dance salsa.
No, the thing is, I know like my brain is like too.
Let's see. Ma.
Like
Abuela.
like the moment you start to do anything like to get fancy, my brain's like, oh,
Shut it down.
and it just like has a pause, and I, like the whole time I'm like, maybe I'm off beat, right? Like I'm starting to like overthink it.
Yeah.
Like
So
like,
you're your worst enemy.
oh 100%.
Got
Like
it.
I overthink everything.
Yeah.
Like even like sometimes I'll be saying jokes and people be laughing. I'm like, are they really laughing or they just feel bad for me? Right. See,
That's Steven.
That's Steven. Oh man. Okay, I can respect that.
Word.
Sometimes I overthink too. Yo, but I realized the older, I don't know if it's just with age or whatever, but I feel like I have no control over my emotions anymore. I used to be solid, like I used to be rock solid. This is off topic. You guys are very look at me very serious right
I just
now.
your rock solid thing. I was
Oh,
like,
pauseful.
I was like, Viagra does amazing things, you know.
It does.
You're right. It is when you get older when you need it.
Yeah, that's true. I've heard about it. But yeah, man. All right. Next, I mean, we're good on topics.
I mean to be fair, like I get in trouble because I'm emotional for the dumbest things.
Yeah.
Like the movie Click. I cry every time. Like that no one sees me, right? But
Yeah.
I openly tell people like
Mm.
when Adam Sandler sees the Cranberry song fucking fire.
Mm.
And like when he realizes that he lost their whole life,
Yeah.
like he missed it, and he's just like saying like no, and I'm like damn, and I don't even.
But do you get emotional because it's relatable, or just because of like what triggers your emotion to that?
Like for me, it's like you can feel bad for him, right? Like there's people that died and like family. Like I don't cry. Like for me, like I'm like
Yeah.
oh okay, but I feel bad and I have like shared emotion because other people are crying. Like hearing someone
So you could
like
feel their pain.
yeah, like hearing people
Got
like
it.
actually in pain because like whatever, and I'm like damn. And then sometimes it's me like damn, I wish I knew how that felt
Yeah.
type of shit. Or like, damn, like, I put someone else in that position.
Yeah.
Like when you hear like a mom cry, right? And it's like, damn, I put my mom in that same position type of shit.
Got it.
So like I feel bad, but it's like emotional. Like sometimes like I forgot like and it's sometimes a lot of times like, it's lately it's been like when people realize like they've been fucked up, right? Like I think I sent you I think I posted the reel where it was like, look back and,
Oh, I
pretend you're
remember.
walking through your own room and you're telling your younger self what you need to hear.
Yeah.
Like that shit fucks me up every
Yeah,
time.
no,
Like
I felt that one. I think I told you. I
Yeah.
hit you up and I was like, yo, I felt this one.
yeah, like that shit has never like I've never been able to like, it's gotten easier, but like at the same time, like I seen that reel before and that one fucked me up. It was kind of like, you are the person that you needed when you're
were
younger.
Facts.
And then I'm like, I look back and I'm like, all the moves I make now is that, right? Like is to, stabilize things and is to make things better. So like I'm hyper emotional to that shit. Hyper emotional to like when I don't know, like when people are like victims to shit, right? Like
Yeah.
I read a story like the other day about like this little girl got shot or no, she was strangled to death and she texted her dad, like there's someone at the door and he was like, yo, don't open it, whatever.
Yeah.
And something happened and he called, he couldn't get a response, whatever. They found the girl under the bed and the door opened and it was like somewhere in Texas and the guy just kept like the person just kept ringing, they didn't know what. And I just felt like trash because it was like reading it and it's like, yo, this world's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I didn't like cry or anything like, but I felt like emotional about it. And like you get that knot in your throat.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes also like sharing like relative stories. I think like recently I had a friend, her mom passed away, and when like as we're talking about it, like I was talking about my life, like yo, like sometimes you gotta look at this thing, blah blah. But I'm also talking about like my traumas because again, like with parents, like even with like you look back and it's like everything might have been good, but then you still remember like shit that was kind of foul, whatever.
Yeah.
And so you're going through that navigating thing, and I feel bad because like I'm trying to be overly self aware and like I'm saying my shit, and I don't know if I'm really helping, right? So like I'm trying to like backpedal or like try not to induce more trauma. So like I'm emotional because like I know the feeling for certain things, and so like that like I feel like as the more I become more self aware, the more emotional I am
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, I'm able to identify like times where I felt alone or times where I felt depressed or like when you start to realize that shit, like I become like, oh, okay. Like especially like seeing movies and stuff where we talk about depression or talk about sadness
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of fucked up. Um, and I think the most recent one where I was like kind of in a daze was seeing one of my friends from the Marine Corps. He had come to New York and he he was good, but like you can tell like there's things that he hasn't gone like processed through. And my biggest fear was that I would feel that because there's things I haven't processed through. So like we were both like, man, we missed you, we haven't seen you forever, blah blah blah. And like I wanted to kind of dodge that whole interaction. Like I was like, maybe something pops up and I can't see him, right? For like, and then I didn't even know why. I was just like, kind of don't really want to see him. But it wasn't because I didn't want to see him because he was not a good dude, right? Like it was that idea where I'm like, I might have to encounter like a feeling because like again, like it's like for the most part, like there's ups and downs that you go through. And it's weird because a lot of you guys go ups and downs all at the same time. So like it's scary when you have to like just like, oh, you remember that time? And it's like, yeah, like shit was fucked up. Right. Or like I remember like he brought up the time where like I had to go, there was a phantom shitter and like I spazzed out. Like I was like, yo, like I screamed at some like major, and I'm like, yo, don't fucking hear there. Like there's a shitter, blah blah. And I was spazzing out, and we were both laughing at the situation. But the reason I was spazzing out was because I was upset that like our unit was like doing something stupid, like holistically, and I had to be on post, and I was mad about that. I didn't give a fuck about anything, so I was like, yo, fuck that shit. But I remember thinking to myself at that time, I was mega depressed. I was like, I wasn't suicidal, but I was like I was angry enough to like commit war crimes. Like that was my thought process. Like, yo, I'm gonna shoot anything that moves
Yeah.
if you let me do it, right? Like if you push me a little bit more, I don't give a fuck what it is. If it's a kid, whatever, I'll shoot the shit out of it
Yeah.
any day of the week. And I remember saying that out loud. And people were like, yo, chill the fuck out. But I remember like that.
Take it easy, man.
Yeah, and like those feelings that like it's hard to kind of place. Like as I get older, and you like look back and you're like, oh, right. Like I don't think it's old age. I think it's just being more self aware and being like
Yeah.
okay with those feelings because sometimes you don't want to like visit those shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
no.
sometimes looking at Riyad, I'd be like, yo, I just want to punch this kid in his fucking face.
And I'm self-aware, so
Yeah, see.
I'm always ready for
He's
it.
like,
Easy. What was that guy? What was the thing that we always used to say? Sometimes, man.
was it Dominican guy?
Yeah, your mechanic dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name.
You
I
have
can't remember.
is on episode 2 or 3?
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Santos.
Santos. There you
Is
go.
it Santos?
Sometimes, man.
Sometimes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean I don't know why I went off on that, but I'm just saying I don't know. I thought it was my because I'm getting older, but maybe it is because I'm becoming more self aware. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I do
think-
not like that feeling. I need to get a grip, as I said.
No, I think that's what's important, right? That you're self-aware and you figure out how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about like bottling it anymore. I think it's a lot of it is like one understanding what triggers those things, and then finding like
How to stop it?
not like
Not how
coping
to
mechanisms.
stop
Like
it, just like
like you have to figure out like again like I think when at least with trauma like when it becomes to trauma like it's not about preventing those feelings to come up is being able to handle those feelings because sometimes like when you get angry or you get sad and you don't want to show that you're sad like anyone like at least for me like if I was sad at school like I lashed out like it was just like we're gonna throw shit or we're gonna like flip out because like I'm not showing anyone that I'm weak
Yeah.
and then you would feel those triggers like you would feel them come and then like now it's like if I'm sad like it's cool to be sad like you're fine right
gotta accept it, yeah.
so you can handle a little bit better so like
Yeah.
that's why like at least when people
you're human, right? It's an
Yeah.
emotion.
Yeah.
but it also deals with like other people like other type of traumas too like when people get hurt and they're victims and stuff like they flinch like Riyad over here like oh I hear a gunshot like what do I do
Yeah.
it's my car failing like shit like that so it's like like and then
Yeah.
you kind of have to figure it out like what is it the steps you do what triggers it and stuff like that so it's
Yeah.
like it's not really balling it up is more like oh okay like Like from
how do I
yeah,
deal with it?
yeah, like when I get panic attacks or like I get anxiety attacks, like
Yeah.
I never knew that I had them until someone explained what they were. And I'm like, bro, I get this shit all the time.
Yeah.
And then like Shabina was like, nah, I've been told you, like you just didn't listen to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd be times I'd just be like, just not moving at all. Like I just be like, yo, I want to be out like now. Like
Yeah.
and I times I wouldn't know where it's from, but other times it's like I just hear something where like something made me angry, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. You just got to dip.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
You
see,
just like change scenery or something, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Not even that. You just want to walk away from that situation before you realize you no longer have control. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
I've been
that's
my
yeah.
bad.
No. I was just gonna say I think that's sort of just figuring out your coping
Yeah.
mechanisms, because you can say, hey, last time this happened, I felt like this, and then blah blah
Yeah.
blah. So you could either repeat that same thing and go down the same cycle, or you can say, I'm not gonna feel like this. So what am I gonna do to try to
To prevent
counteract
it.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. I've been always good with burying shit because
Yeah, but
yeah.
you can only bury shit for
Well-
so
So
long,
long.
right?
Well,
Yeah, I
you're
think that's
supposed
what's
yeah,
happening.
but you're supposed to feel it. It's your actions after that, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the part that I think like with therapy is kind of like they tell you like no, you're allowed to feel those things, right? Like
Yeah.
before you're allowed to be mad and all that.
Yeah.
It's your actions after that, right? Like
Yeah.
or
You're
what-
allowed to cry, Moss.
yeah, or what you or like what you
Right
tell
here.
your like or what you tell yourself, right? Like
Yeah.
sometimes like like you're allowed to feel insecure, you're allowed to feel all those things, but if you kind of like eventually like, beat yourself up like oh you're trash or whatever, like
Yeah.
for me like negative reinforcement helped me do a lot of different things, but like talking to like therapists and stuff, they're like yo that's not good,
Yeah.
right? Because eventually you're gonna keep trying to do other things like because you're in that situation, you never calm down, you never do anything. Like you're supposed to be okay and happy with what you are.
Yeah.
It's okay to feel insecure at times, right? Like you don't have to be the best at everything, but when you feel like you're supposed to, yeah, you start to react differently.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I got to figure out how to cope with it and why it's being triggered. Maybe that's it. Damn, this got deep. Let's what we got? Let's pick of the weeks.
You got to talk to Little Moss.
We got to talk. Oh,
Oh wait,
hold on.
Not that Little Moss. Little Moss.
not that little
No, I
Maz.
don't think I could use Zahir as a
Not Zahir. I mean, like Moz as a child.
oh, Maz as a child. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, we didn't do joke. You got a joke of the day? We didn't do one last episode.
What do you want to joke about?
First
I
let's.
don't. I didn't know what the topics were. So
It's
I mean,
okay.
I have the joke from the last episode.
Yeah,
let's
just,
do it.
Just make one up on the spot. Let's see.
Hit that
That's
button.
what I said. What do you want to hear a joke about?
me
I'm just
see.
gonna make one up on the spot.
Where that button at? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, here we go. Hey.
Oh hey,
Dun, dun.
the joke of the day, Riyad.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. All right, so there's a mutant, and he goes into Professor X's office, and he's like, he wants to join. So he's like, "Well, what's your superpower?"
Mm.
And he's like, "Hindsight." So Professor X is like, "That's not very helpful." He's like, "Oh, I see that now." And that's the joke of the day.
Give me some gunshots. Yes, sir. Yeah. You want to bring in the outro? There you go.
There he is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn, Riyad.
I was waiting for Riyad, but
Oh, my bad. There was a mosquito on my arm.
Oh,
Thank you for joining us on episode 30 or 31?
31.
31. 31 for the Spanish speakers out there.
Hit him with
I
the
know
West Indian
Andy's
speakers.
listening, huh?
Hit him with the West Indian speakers.
31.
31. 31.
Shout out to everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Like Maz said, if you were here from the beginning, shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Shout
you
out to the
weren't-
new listeners.
Word.
Shout out to Arif, who's not here, but
Yep.
shout out to him anyway.
You think he's gonna listen to the episode since he's not gonna be on it anymore?
He did say that
He did
he
say he
would.
only listens when.
Yeah, but
he's
that's
not
because
on.
he said he wants to know what we talked about. So when he comes back,
You could talk about it.
I
talk
hate
about
Arif.
Fuck Arif. Nah, he's taking a little hiatus. He'll be back.
Yeah, you gotta do some family stuff.
Family stuff. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for whoever listened. Thank you for if you watch the videos, you like the clips, repost the shit. We appreciate you.
word.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share,
Yeah.
do all that good stuff.
Yeah. I guess we never got to do that skit that we wanted to. I guess we'll see if Arif has some time away this week, but we'll figure
Such
it
a
out.
good skit too.
Yeah, it was a good skit. For our audio listeners, we have our music pick of the week, so stay tuned. And yeah. Why you laughing at me?
No, nothing.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Eagle Lucky. I saw he came back to comment on one of our posts. I appreciate that.
Word.
Hope you're dealing with whatever you got to deal with and come back strong. Shout out to all my Bengalis. Shout out to Essence House.
Oh, shout out to us.
Yeah,
We
for
forgot to
sure.
light our candles.
I got to test some.
New ones.
I saw that.
Yeah, at the
It's like
air
you have a
freshener.
whole like showroom over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does it smell good? I'm sure it does.
yeah. I recommended that the cashmere, that scent to be
Yeah.
as a car, and I was like, yo, and